Well, no, Scrap actually had a lot of fucking hill time this year. Oh, he's here? Okay, Bez, he's here.
Well, here's the thing, right? When we got the conundrum, see, the conundrum here, right? You have to think about this. This is multifaceted here, right? You have to think about this.
Right.
You know, the connective tissue of this phase roster, is it enough to split, right? Hydra and Scrap potentially on the board. K-Sam, we know he loves him, plays Counter-Strike with him. It's gonna be a combo.
He's Counter-Strike.
Yeah, we got 0-4 in here right now. And you're talking Hydra. We can talk Scrap. Hydra too. Come on.
I didn't know. I wouldn't do it 0-4. Fuck that.
Well, I know if your name starts with A, play on phase, then automatically once you're out there.
Absolutely, Hodor. Absolutely.
What's up, boys?
How we doing? Wait, Hodor, do you have another question, or was that it?
Oh, well, also, I was going to ask, what do you
talk to
think
us.
is like the next best team outside of Scrap and Hydra? Like, that could be formed?
Like if they're locked up, like on Thieves or
Yeah,
something?
like if, say, Paco goes to, like, the Gentlemates, like, who's going to be with Paco and Joe Deceives?
I think Scrap would be.
If he goes there, probably Scrap. If he goes there, I don't really see Paco going to Gentlemates. I mean, there could be a weird world where, like, if Scrap went to phase, I feel like Paco would just probably be begging Scrap not to do that and just stay on Thieves with him or something, because then he's just alone. He has like no top 5 AR with him. It's kind of like weird. Well, they can get a Booza actually. If Scrap goes to phase, he'll at least be able to get like a Booza or something.
I just think if they were to split, then they would both just go to Optic and phase, and if they stay together, they go to Gentlemates.
Yeah, yo, Twin, can you mute real quick?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, just definitely real quick. Yeah, I think Hydra will obviously want to join our team, and then if our team doesn't change, I definitely think he'll probably go to phase.
Yeah, I think if they stay together, they just
and I think Scrap will go with him.
Oh,
and if phase didn't want to change, I think if phase can get both Scrap and Hydra, they're going to do it.
If they can, but that's going to be probably. I mean, Hydra. Well, they would want to play there because they're playing with Simp too. But I feel like Scrap is more so a lock. But then at that point, Hydra's like, oh shit, I should probably just go there too. But I don't know. Yeah. That's a tough call to make. All right,
0-4
come back. Alpha 0-4 out of the call.
Like 0-4 come back now. 0-4 come back.
Yo,
yeah,
absolutely.
What's good, Twin? How we living, Twin?
What's going on, Twin?
That's the world champ. That's the world champ.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't do that shit 0-4, I swear.
Yeah, that's just faded. Shit's faded. I would appreciate you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
You have a good one, bro.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead, man.
How did you guys fuck up the team picks yesterday? Like, how did that happen?
Well, Seth was supposed to play, and then he didn't, so Pomage got thrown in.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
And it's not against Pomage.
Why did Porter not pick fucking Dylan? That was so obvious. Like, what?
There's been I've harassed him in the past before.
Well, I mean, it's because Dill also dropped me in Black Ops 4, so I didn't want to play with him.
Shit.
There's underlying.
Shout out Cash App for the 25 gifted. Got the kill bounty on Crypt 6. W Cash App.
What's up, boys?
How we doing, Zay? You liking all the shit?
Today's been fun. Just the same question over and over and over and over and over.
Do you want Paco or do you want to keep Kyler, by the way?
I knew that I would be asked that question. I would keep Kyler. But I don't think there's a wrong decision. I think that's like
Paco, you're loving life right now.
Like I think like I personally my vote is personally Kyler, but I think it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't think there's really
is it just if
I don't think
broke,
there's
don't fix it?
Yeah, I mean I just think they're everything you want in a team. I think like everyone's like, oh, the comms aren't enough, but the comms are enough, bro. When you listen to their listenings, he's like the blood of the team. He's the actual heart. Like he makes the game easier for a team of unbelievable superstars. Like I do think people are a bit spoiled. It's like, yeah, they wanted them to go 8 for 8, but they've won 50% of the last 8 tournaments, and they've been in every single grand final. Like you can't ask for much more than your team being in every single grand final. Like in every single tournament this year, they were the favorite to win, I would say. Right? Like how often?
Pretty much. Yeah.
How often does that happen?
The only time I would say no is when Thieves was on that like fucking crazy run in the middle of the year. But yeah.
And like I don't know. I just love the story of the team. I think they love playing together. Like Kyler specifically, like I don't think there's a better teammate out there. There's no one that plays the game more. There's no one that's nicer of a guy. Like I think he's a complete package. Do I think he can be a little better in search and destroy? Yeah. But I also think Kyler has always been a good search player. Like, I think this year at times, maybe he was struggling a little bit, but I don't think that's a consistent like theme with him.
Okay, so operating under the assumption that Optic keeps Kyler, what do you think Paco and Scrap end up doing? Like if you're Ernie, like what from your straight player POV, not like streamer bait POV, like as a player, what would you do?
I think they'd want to play with Simp before Joe. I think it'd be FaZe option number one.
Yeah.
Gentleman's option number two.
Go to FaZe.
But like
I think Scrap would want to. Yeah.
If they go to FaZe, you already know their team. If they go to Mates, what do you like? Where would you go?
I think they would try to.
So
buy
you'd
out
have Joe,
Kips.
Scrap, and Hydra.
I think they would try to buy out Kips or someone like that. I'm not sure if they'd be successful.
I wanted them to get
but
Aluka.
Kips is on the 720. It's going to be tricky to
Aluka,
buy him out.
I think Kips is in prison.
This is not just like FaZe or 04 Cheese because he's in here. I feel like, I don't know why. I feel like Scrap has a higher chance of joining FaZe than Hydra. Or do you guys think it's like both a lock if they wanted? Because I feel like if Scrap were to go, then Hydra would be like begging to take him.
I think Scrap is.
I think Scrap's more so of a lock.
Paco is a bit more complicated because Zin and them, the boys over at Optic decide they want to be in that sweepstakes. That's like a bit of a trickier decision for Paco. You know what I'm saying? Both those teams are good.
Well, okay, let's be honest.
In that hypothetical.
No, but it's not even. If we want him, I don't think it's tricky. That's what I think.
Oh no! If Optic wants anyone, they're going for sure.
So
I mean, in the past, Zach is the one person.
Yeah, okay. There's been one person in the past. That's literally it. There's only one person in the literal history of Call of Duty that said no. Other than that, everyone else has joined.
And like, to be fair to Zach, like, it did end up working out for him because he won a ring, won a bunch of fucking events. So like, you can't say that Zach's decision was a wrong one. I think either way you could look at it was the right decision.
Yeah, but he also, but look who he joined instead.
The thing is, bro,
at the time, the FaZe trio was a better team.
Here's the thing about Hydra: he has unmatched leverage, right? So he'll be able to get Scrap wherever he wants him. Like FaZe won't miss out on Hydra by not getting Scrap too. You know what I'm saying?
So what?
04 and Muted, then chill.
We're just actively fucking.
What? No. I'm just talking. No. I'm saying what those. No, listen, I'm not saying, hey, listen, for all we know, FaZe doesn't want to change. All I'm saying is I think Hydra and Scrap would want to play there in this hypothetical.
Yeah, probably because like if just Scrap goes there, Hydra just is left without a top 5 AR, and he's tweaking.
I just don't see that happening. I think Scrap will go wherever Paco goes.
Abuza.
Like why would Scrap choose? I don't see Scrap choosing FaZe without Hydra when he can go play with Hydra and Joe.
No, I don't agree. I would 100% rather go play with Simp. I think Scrap would be in the better situations. Like, okay, I mean, Hydra kind of needs Scrap right now. Scrap doesn't really need Hydra in this ROSTERMANIA. If Scrap just goes to FaZe, he's chilling. There was also the option of them staying together, but he could just go to FaZe and he's chilling. He is 04, Simp, Draza. Like, that's an insane team right there.
I guess it comes down to like the realistic fourth that Gentlemates can get. And if they think that roster collectively would be better. Yeah, I wonder how the top talent like Scrap Hydra like value Aluka after the way he just played. I would assume high. I don't know.
Rookies as a general like outlook, I feel like have to be pretty positive.
Yeah.
There's so many good rookies.
And here's the other complication. You guys know this. If you're going to Optic or FaZe right now, it's an easy peasy deal. Like if you want to go, it's done. If you're going to Mates or Falcons, you got to probably fill one more spot in the roster. And that's contingent on this thing happening and that thing happening. And maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you can't wake up tomorrow and get it done.
Here's the thing, though.
And then
I think
that complicates the decision.
I think Gentlemates will be forced to move mountains here if they want to get Hydra and Scrap. And that's why, like you're like, okay, Kips is unobtainable. I think they would pay the price needed to get him if it meant Hydra and Scrap pick them. And maybe I'm tripping, right? Maybe a player like Kips is maybe they don't even want Kips.
Much money.
But I think
but why would you choose Joe and Kips over what FaZe has?
I don't know. I mean, that comes down to how much they value Joe and Gentlemates and what the difference is in the offers, right? Like I think Gentlemates will try to move mountains.
I'm asking you on paper. Why would you choose Joe and Kips over like any two players on FaZe right now?
Is the question Hydra and Scrap to FaZe, or is it one to
either
FaZe?
Or like either way?
Yes, I think if they can both go to FaZe, they'll go to FaZe. But I'm talking about the world where you said Scrap go to FaZe without Hydra. I think if Hydra's going to Mates, scrap, like, it's not as clear cut of a decision to join FaZe.
Really? I feel like it's so. I feel like it's so easy, bro.
Think so?
He gets to play with. He gets to play because if he goes to Mates with Joe and Hydra, I'm still super insanely talented. They're fucking godlike. But if you go to FaZe, that team already has insane coaching staff, insane team, won 2 events this year, and you get to play with Simp, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, COD player of all time when it's all said and done.
There's no bad option. It's a fucking fantastic spot to be
it's
in.
a great. Yeah, it is 100%, 100%. I just think the FaZe offers like there's everything is so good about FaZe. There's like no reason to not go, especially if you're scrap. I feel like it's just better to go into a system that you know is tried and true and works, rather than having to rebuild on General Mates. Even though it's a godlike rebuild, like they would have fucking Scrap, Joe, and Hydra.
I mean,
but,
if Hydra and Scrap did join FaZe, I would just see 04 and Abuza going to General Mates. It would be 04, Joe, Abuza, and 1. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I can't really see another.
If that were to happen,
General Suits.
It might be going crazy for you. 20,000 people cheering your name.
20,000 people, Twin. 20,000 people streaming. Twin. Tween. 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 Tween.
Well, but that would, if that were to happen, like they would get any fourth they want. If it was Twin, Abuza, Joe, like every AR would want to play there. So they would have the pick of the litter.
Dude,
and they would get someone really good.
The team that I think might be like in a weird spot is Thieves. Like, I don't know who Thieves can put around Neum and Abizi, assuming that those two are not moving. That makes them like still a top 4 team. Like, I think Rencore is really interesting. I think like if I'm Toronto or Thieves, I'm definitely like already talking to Rencore, because I do think out of all the possible options, like Rencore is up there. Ghosty, Kremp, guys. The thing with Kremp is I'm not sure if you can even buy him out. We don't know how G2 operates in the sense of would they sell Kremp? Like
I think Kyle. I'll tell you of all the free agents. I think Kyle is gettable. Joe's obviously going nowhere. Lurks is on the 1980 720. He's going nowhere.
Yeah, he's.
I think Kips. I think is. I mean, Kips. I think like could force his way out, but it'd be expensive. Yeah, so like,
yeah, I think it's Kyle, more than likely prison for him.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with G2.
How expensive? Like Joe level, or more than Joe?
For who?
For Kips.
For Kips?
Nah, less.
Probably both 6-figure buyouts.
Less than
probably
a little bit less, but probably close. But I just don't think any team is gonna want to pay that for him, because if it's like 100K, like that's a lot.
Hey,
and very few teams actually spend money.
If General Mates want,
I think Kyle's gettable.
I don't know. I just think it's a weird spot to be in if you're G2 as well, right? Because like if you do sell Kremp, you're in a similar situation to Toronto, where like, what do you do then? Like, I definitely think you can build a solid mid-pack team, but like, is G2 okay with still being that like 6 through 8 team consistently? Or do they want to?
They're not.
To be honest, they
don't
spend much money either. That's the thing. So like they overachieve. Like they spend around the same money as like the bottom 4 teams, but they have a 4th, they had a 6th, they made champs. So like they had decent placings for the amount of money they spend, but they really don't invest heavily. The one thing they have is a team house, which is nice. Makes it a little bit better.
Fucking team house.
Do we answer one? Did we answer your question?
Yeah, what's that one? You just been chilling here.
Yo, I've been listening.
Yeah, the Zin came in derailed all this shit. Go ahead, Juan.
Y'all know more than me, so I've been listening.
You're good.
Yeah, I had a couple questions, like maybe 2 and a statement. But I just wanted to know, and I'm glad Zin is here. From your points, does talking about Hydra coming to Optic is kind of disrespecting Hooks? Because I feel like, maybe in finals he wasn't like frying like maybe people want him to do. But I feel like he's been playing really, really good. And like a good image of that is the series against FaZe at AWC. Like, he's been frying. Not the first map, obviously, but I mean, he's impactful, and I feel like he's a really important player.
Okay. I mean, he had a statistical best finals performance this season, but like, I think everybody in this call, you guys all agree. I think like the Hydra Hook thing, the tough thing is that like I don't think anyone thinks that Kyler fucking sucks in this call, right?
Yeah. Well, the fact that
the odd man out, bro.
Yeah, the fact that it's even it's kind of semi disrespectful, but it's also not, because the way everyone talks and thinks about Hydra just goes to show how good Hook has been playing. If Hook wasn't playing at this level, it would be a lot easier. But the amount of championships they've won together while they've been on Optic, the success they've found, like it is kind of disrespect, but everyone knows how valuable Hook is as a player. Even if he were to get dropped, he's insta getting picked up on another team. And we talk about Hydra's being one of the greatest subs of all time. Like, he's so talented. He's generational. So, like, the fact that it's even a conversation is also a little bit respect to Hook. Like, it's not just so easy, because I'm of the opinion they should keep Hook. So that just goes to show how valuable and how good he is as a player.
Yeah, but I feel like
I don't really think it's
like
disrespectful,
people
to be
be
honest
saying
with you.
like the only thing Hooks has is comms. Like it's all I'm like hearing.
Well, those guys are just faded.
But
The
I don't
only
think,
thing Hook's
yeah, I
known
don't
for.
think like all he has is comms, because yeah,
people
his
don't watch
comms
the
are good,
games.
but
His respawn
I
is
mean,
insane.
won a championship without him, and I
Those are just
feel
lazy
like they
Optic
have good
fans.
comms. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But one, just simply like, who do you think is the better player, like Hook or Hydra?
Well, obviously, I feel Hydra like has like his. I don't know. Actually, I really don't know, because I think it's
Yes, you do.
a package. You know, like they have like maybe Hydra is better. Yeah, it's better at S&D. I feel maybe, and it's frying like he
Yeah, I'm
can
talking
fry
like,
more.
don't
I
worry about
think.
the fit on the team, just like straight up, like player for player.
I feel Hook is better fit because
Okay.
like he like Attach said earlier, like his relationship with Shotzi too. Like I feel the both of them match really well. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you had another SMG
this
to the
conversation
team.
is going to
No, but
eternally go in circles, though, because we know what Paco, or we know what Kyler means to this team, and we have no idea what Paco could mean to Optic. So you're comparing something. You're comparing a variable that we have no fucking idea. You're comparing skill to a complete track record over 2 years.
You're talking about talent versus fit.
The original
talent versus
is
fit.
it disrespect? But yeah.
Bro, my thing is, there's listenings where Kyler is like the only one talking. Like there's literally listenings where I don't think anybody's saying a fucking word more like than Kyler. Like, can Paco, like, can he do that? Because I mean, what do you want to do? Listen to a silent listening?
Well, I mean, have you guys
Tony? You don't need only Kyler to call out. If Kyler wasn't on the team, obviously the other players would start to call out.
No, and I'm obviously guessing it because I do think like when
it's a new dynamic.
Yeah,
it was
like,
just changed a little
there's
bit.
some very energetic listenings. To answer your original question though, I think some people are being disrespectful, but I think for the most part, it's a fair conversation to have. Like, this is just ROSTERMANIA, bro. Sure. When players like this are on the board, there's conversations around it. Some people may be going a bit overboard and maybe discrediting Kyler, but I think most people are looking at it at the way where it's like, yeah, Kyler's great, but what can be with Paco?
Okay.
Yeah,
sure. And last question, maybe I missed it, but do we know who's replacing Boston?
Rumors M80, but other than that, we don't really know for sure. Just that's the only rumor.
Might be M80. We supposedly, the word on the block, the current rumor is that there may be 2, possibly 3 new ownership groups in the CDL this season. We will have to wait and see how many actually materializes, but there were a lot of conversations in the springs. The number of these orgs talking to potential bidders, situations where the league definitely gave those teams guidance on who could actually potentially acquire a spot. We just don't know who actually has like followed through on completing that transaction and taking over ownership of said spot. I think we'll probably find out here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, hopefully it happens. All right, W, I appreciate you. You have a good one.
Thank you very much. You have a good one.
Peace. All right, let's try to. We'll probably like limit the questions too, just so we have hella people. You're out.
Yeah, me and Chris, everybody gonna do some shit, man. I'm gonna fuck with y'all.
Yes, sir.
All right,
man.
All right, Tween.
Tween. Gonna go work
Tween.
Shout out to 4-man.
Try to get a lot of questions
chat, bro.
Let's just try to keep it. Let's try to keep a lot of these like quick too, just because we have so many people actually joining.
One question.
Yeah, let's just try to do one question from now on because we've been doing it for a while.
Any questions that don't involve Hook and Hydra?
What's up, we might GA those questions. We answered those. What's up, Mob?
Good morning. Good afternoon. My question is hypothetical. I want you all to put on your GM hat, and you decide where Paco or Ernie go, and then out of the 10 teams, you build a team that you would like to see if you were in that GM position for that team.
Wait, can you elaborate on this? I'm a bit confused.
So we pick where Scrap and Hydra go, and then we build a team after that?
Yeah, so like let's say Scrap goes to FaZe for Abuza, then Abuza is then a free agent, or Paco goes for Hook is then a free agent, and then like
Oh,
with
this is
what you
Doctor
have.
Strange level shit. Hold on,
Yeah,
I need to
I just
think.
want to hear what you guys
Okay.
As a
Like
group,
a best
though,
of the
like-
rest team is what you kind of mean.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and like pick whatever team you want. It could be Mates, could be Koi. Like you do with what you have.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Bro, what? This is like a tough question. Like,
I feel like
it's
this is
not really a
all we've
group
been talking
question.
about, but I mean, okay, so let's assume for this, I mean, this is impossible. Okay, where do you have Hydra and Scrap going in this hypothetical?
It's just what,
Yeah, that changes
it's
everything.
what
Where
you-
Hydra and
it's what
Scrap go.
you want. It's what you want. Like where you think they would go. Like
I mean, I think
It's
Scrap's
not-
going
Yeah,
to
but
FaZe.
I'm gonna put a pin in this question. The problem with this question is there's like 4 of us here, and like there's a better question to ask us if we were individually streaming, because like you can make a whole YouTube video about this. It's hard for us to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
and spend 25 minutes to do all 12 teams. We're gonna be here for fucking 3 hours doing this.
yeah, no, I was just saying just pick one team.
Okay,
know.
let's say
I think
FaZe, Scrap, and
where's where
Hydra
Scrap is
both go
going.
to FaZe. Then I think you do 04, Abuza, Joe Deceives, and then kind of like we just talked about.
Aluka.
You try to do either like an Aluka,
Agreed.
Kips.
Yeah.
Spewing Aluka prop this whole offseason.
Agreed.
And I think to the group's point is like that is how Gentleman's and Falcons, or if it's Falcons, like that's how they'll make a really good third best team, even if they don't win the Scrap and Paco sweepstakes.
Yeah. Hell yeah, Mop. Thank you for joining, brother.
Thank you guys.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, Rafi's in here. Where's Rafi?
Yeah.
Oh my God, is my favorite
I
business
didn't mean to view
owner.
that guy's. I didn't mean to view that guy's question, but I was like,
Nah,
oh,
we just have a lot of questions to go through.
Well,
right
that
now. Wait,
question
this-
is just
He's
like,
in the drag.
the YouTube video, bro.
Oh,
That's what that is,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, there he is. Wait, what?
Like a YouTube video.
Dude, what?
Rafi? Wait, I can't drag him into like this stage.
No, just invite. But tell him to join the stage.
He might
Maybe-
have the audience.
maybe he has
Or-
to press the hand.
Well, no, he
No,
was in like
you
my
can invite
actual
him
call.
now,
I was
but-
trying to drag him. Yeah,
Oh,
he should
He's
just be
in
able to
the audience,
join.
just drag him. He's in the
He
audience.
can
drag him.
join the
he has
stage,
to.
bro.
He has to join the
can't really
stage
see- I
and then
can't see
press the
very well. Where
hand,
is
and
he?
then
No, he just needs to join, and we can invite him.
Oh, there he
He's
is. There he
in-
is. Invite to speak. Wait, he should be good.
Yeah. He'll
Dude,
be here in a
what?
sec.
you
Rafi, wait,
wanna
where'd he
be
go?
my lover.
Yeah, he
wanna
could join.
be
I invited him to
my
speak.
lover.
Yeah. What's good, boys?
Yo, what's
Rafi?
good?
Hey,
What's up,
Rafi.
Rafi?
Rafi, you
How's it
disappeared
going,
after I
fellas?
stepped out the plane yesterday. You were fucking like gonzo. Like, where the fuck did you go?
Yo,
Bro, I needed to get
Bo
home and
would have
pass the
primed for
fuck
3
out,
months.
man. I
Bo,
was
welcome back to
exhausted.
Zin City. Thank you, Bo.
How are you guys?
What's up,
Good-
Rafi?
good
Feeling
talk,
well?
Star Legend.
Fucking fantastic.
Good.
Love ROSTERMANIA.
Hell yeah,
Hard.
it's the best time of the year. Best time of the
Fucking
year.
rain.
Um,
Hey, how bad?
absolutely.
How bad was that storm where you?
Yeah,
were
I'll be in
at
the challengers
in
meeting. I'll be
the
there.
burbs?
Bro, I was driving to pick up my dogs from the boarding place that I left them at, and there was like trees and shit falling. It was really bad. But
I'm sorry to deal with that.
listen, I'm not gonna take a lot of your guys' time. I know that you're in the zone right now. What in your guys' minds, obviously use some hypothesis, some educated guesses here, makes a competitive roster from a dollar perspective? I think that's what it's gonna come down to beyond the
Like a
top
hard
dogs
dollar
of
figure?
like, yeah,
Mm.
like let's talk about it for a second. If you think about some of the teams that are probably just going to stick, or some of the teams that are going to get ultra aggressive and they're going to have to open up the wallets, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that spending a ton of money makes you a good roster. Obviously, spending doesn't necessarily result in wins and success, but I do think that you're going to have to probably be a little bit more aggressive this year with so many great FAs out there. What do you guys, in your opinion, give me like a ballpark number, makes you at minimum a top 6 contender from a budget spend perspective? Leave out buyouts. I'm talking more so
Per
salaries
player
for
or
4
total?
players. Yeah, total. Because realistically, if you're looking at it from a GM cap on, you're going to spend on like that one superstar, right? And then you're
Yeah.
going to have to like backfill the other 3 and do it in a cadence, right? So I'm thinking out loud here, and I want to hear from your guys'
I have a
perspectives
number.
on what that number would be.
For top
A
6?
top
For
6.
top 6, I have a number, and I'm saying this. I'm not trying to make this joke, so don't roast me in chat. But I
Six
think
or
in order to go
700,000?
6, 700K?
I think $600,000 or $700,000. If you split that 4 ways, I think would be probably like
That's right.
that would be like the nice spot where you're gonna like guarantee the couple of role players you want. But to your point, if you're paying someone like 250, like you can make it work 3.
Yeah,
I also
agree.
think
on average
dangerous
175K.
Yeah, and like like super low six figures. I think the dangerous thing about your question there, Rafi, is that the money is important, but when you're talking about the players that you could get for that money, you're not getting guarantees. You're getting players that you're hoping pan out, and you're giving money that like either deserve it from a previous season. We'll use like, I don't know, Krem, for example. Like Krem's a player that should deserve to be on a good team. He's had a great couple of seasons. His stock is really high going into the offseason. He's a player that I could see getting a decent contract, like a 175 to 250, right? But you put him on a team around people that, like, we'll just use G2 from last offseason, or I don't know, what's a team that he could be on this year with, like, I don't know, Rancor and Cramp, Abizi, whatever, right? Like, Thieves could be a top 6 team, or they could have weekends where they get top 8, get a top 12. Like, you're not paying for a guaranteed center. You're not paying for an Optic. You're not paying for a Thieves. Like, that's money that, unless you're really spending, like, millions of dollars, like the top of the league is, I really don't know if that's a guarantee. So, like, that's why I think it's a dangerous question, because you could give these players really good money and you could get minimal returns versus, like, Vancouver, for example, from BO6. They got chump change compared to what people are paying, but they were a really good team.
Yeah.
I think
So
it means
it's a dangerous question.
I was gonna say, Ravi, for your question, was it more so like a guarantee top 6 with hopes of winning a championship, or like their 5th, 6th, maybe get like a 3rd, 4th would be like a success to them? Or like what because top 6 could look different in a couple ways.
Yeah, I think that's a valid counter. Great rebuttal out of you, Attach. I think what I'm thinking with the question and what I'm posing is, realistically, if you're looking at top 4, you're talking about over $1 million worth of roster expenses.
100%.
Right? So if you're looking at the top 4, what does that mean for top 5 through 8? Is that literally quite under? Is that 800,000? You guys are saying 5 to 700, right? So I'm just thinking, and chat's just being fucking cringe. It's got nothing to do with buyouts and the players that are getting bought out. I don't give a fuck. Right? I don't care about that. I'm thinking just from a GM kind of a fun question of operational costs for just salaries perspective, and what that would mean for the rest of the league, because then bottom 4 stays bottom 4. Like that means that quite literally nothing changes year over year of what it is that the C9s and the Surges and the Royal Ravens they're constantly just gonna get the bottom of the fucking barrel, 200,000 max, even if that.
Yeah, but it's hold on. That's the way mostly every esport. Like, I'll tell you some smaller games or some games with sort of a weird top end. Like, you're gonna have to pay good talent low 6. Like, you got to pay them low 6 figures in order to make it work. So, like, most esports are 4 or 5 players. Some are 3. Like, you're already at that point, like, close to 5. Like, it just is the number in esports. The difference, Rafi, from like game to game is just like, if you're going after a certain player or 2, like, what's their market? Because if there are 3 or 4 suitors, that price is going up. If it's only you and you're seeing an opportunity, then you can draw that cost lower.
And also, who do you have already signed, right? Like, who?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Like Kremp and Lurks, like Carolina might not spend, but at least they have Lurks in their back pocket to attract a solid team. Same with Kremp, right? Like G2 might not have to pay. Like, if it comes down to a $20,000 difference, most players are going to pick the better team. So if you have Kremp,
that's where I was going to go with it. Is that, like, if the money isn't drastic
Celtic,
enough,
Reaper
like
with a tier 1 for 18 months. Welcome back to
then it's going to be go to the
Celtic.
player and, okay, where's my prize money? Like, what team can I make to make up the difference?
Because also, like, most players are pretty smart in the terms of, like, okay, I'll sacrifice 20,000 now. I'll go play with Kremp, have a more competitive roster, and then my next contract can be even bigger. There's no point in taking an extra fucking $1,000 per month to tank my stock.
Yeah.
There's definitely nuances behind everything, and players that are left over, sometimes trapped on their roster, right, that aren't going to really move. But
that's why I think there's a lot of reluctance to spend in the mid pack of the league, is because you really never know who's going to work. Like, you don't want to fork out, $800 to $1.2 million for a top 4 quote team or top 6 team, and they get outperformed all season by guys that are making 200 total.
Yeah, because at that point, you're paying a fucking $1 million to hopefully upset one of these Goliath teams. Like, there is no guarantees. Like, you pay $1 million, you place top 6 all year. Hell yeah, we placed top 6. Now what do we like? What did that get us?
I think a lot of these of these teams, depending on how ROSTERMANIA works out this year too. Like, let's say Scrap goes to fucking FaZe, Hydra, maybe Optic, maybe goes to General Mates, whatever. But like the other orgs probably won't have to spend as much this year. I don't think there's going to be too many like bidding wars aside from like Scrap and Hydra maybe. Other than that, there's not going to be like an insane bidding war for any players. I just don't think any players are like that out there.
You say that, but I actually disagree, Dill. I actually think when it comes to outside,
maybe a Luka.
No, outside Optic FaZe General Mates, I can definitely see like Falcons, Thieves, Koi, like G2, like really trying to do something.
It's gonna be a bloodbath.
If Surge also,
16 players.
This Pred and Simp duo or Sib, duo on Surge is interesting to me. I'm not as out on AG as a lot of people are, but I'm curious as to what Surge is looking like this year, because if Surge wants to build around Pred and Sib, they have to be spending again, because there's no way this would be possible.
Yeah, but there's been rumors for 3-4 years about Vancouver spending money. I will believe it when I see it. I'm convinced at this point that they're putting that out there to try and entice people to come when they have no intention of like upping the budget on that situation. That's just my like conspiracy theory.
That's the dumbest conspiracy theory of all time. Because
but they've been spraying that rumor for like fucking since they were Seattle. Oh,
yeah,
we're gonna
rebrand. What do they get from that? What do they get from saying, "Hey, we're gonna spend and we're gonna get Pred and Sib," and they don't?
They're trying to entice people to like come there and play there.
You can't entice them because it's not real. Then what you're saying is it doesn't exist.
To you, it's a bunch of fugazi. And I'm agreeing with you. That's the whole point of the conspiracy theory.
Now, to further expand on the last thing I was going to say, I think if Scrap and Hydra do go somewhere, like they take over FaZe or something, the players we're spending a lot of money on would be like the Abuzas.
God,
or
am I crazy?
If Hoop gets dropped somehow, or if O4, like those are the players. But after that, like obviously there's a little bidding war, but it's not like the ones we've seen in the past. We are getting like that S tier player.
Rafi,
there's a lot of good B tiers around that are free.
Can buyouts become bidding wars?
Yes, they do every year for our players. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like that's going to be a large chunk of this season as well. Like there's a lot of players that are under contract, like Kremp, Lurks, Aluka, that I feel like orgs are really going to want. Like I think those prices could get driven the fuck up.
Yeah, but
I agree.
Here's what I think though. There is a human element to that where kind of like a player taking a little bit less money for a better team. I like to think most owners will also think of that in the same way. Like, okay, my player has 3 offers. He really wants to go here. It's a $10,000 difference. I'm not going to deal him to a team he doesn't want to go to over $10,000, right? Like, let's say it's 50 and 60,000.
That's exactly what happened with Merc and Optic. Like, we weren't going to say no to Optic because of a swing of a difference in $5,000-$10,000. Like, if that's where he really wanted to go, we took less money to let him go to Optic than other organizations, and that's just fact. Like, if you're an owner that's only looking at dollar signs, then you're a piece of shit. Like,
it's right. Yo, Davis, what if me and you were teaming, bro? Davis, what if me and you were joining forces?
I'd rather go here because my boy is there.
What's good, Mamba? Wait, why are you saying, bro? What, Mamba?
I can make more deals off
Mamba,
of
I need the intel
deals,
right
whatever.
now.
Like the offer
Mamba,
may
I
not
need the
be
intel
the
right
same
now.
dollar to dollar to a different team that's offering him more, and we're getting less on a buyout. I'm not going to tell Ethan no if it's the swing of a $5,000-$10,000 difference. Like that would just be a piece of shit move.
If there's $50,000, it's like, fuck, what do I do here? I mean, this is
you got a decision to make at that point.
$50K, and
if you're like, to try and mitigate,
better hope his team's better for $50K.
Yeah, you're trying to mitigate that.
Looking for Rafi's perspective.
Well, that's also to be fair though,
Challengers fucking travel right there.
To be fair though, when a team is willing to spend a good amount on buyouts, it also means they're probably trying to field the most competitive team possible.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense for a shit team to pay an inflated buyout just for their team to be shit. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think and I said this a couple days ago when we were at EWC. Interesting dynamic of this season is the rumor that I've heard that a lot of the ownership groups in the CDL have seen what happened in challenges this year, right? For a long time, it was Rafi and Tommy and a bunch of other people carrying the fucking scene. And in recent years, like Zinni, I know you've been lobbying there for a while. You finally got the boys in Optic to be down to pitch in on the challenger side. Obviously, Bush made waves. And the other owners are like, you know what? We'll try to figure out how to throw some of those teams like in the mix more often in events to try and bring more excitement to this thing. If the format changes, you start to see more amateur teams playing pro teams, it's going to look bad if you're Boston Breach and you get fucking dumpstered at every fucking event by a top challengers team because your team's fucking ass. So that will change a lot of dynamic.
I can't say much about that.
So
we
what do
got
you
fucking absolutely ran through by C9, right? Like that's the latest.
Wait, but Ben, what's your point?
Get that out of the way now.
Wait,
Like,
Ben. Wait, hold on. Wait, Ben, what's your point though? I'm so confused as to what you were saying there.
My point is that it's going to change how the mid to bomb tier teams operate because you do not want to be in a position where you're just the bottom tier of the league and you get ran by like whatever amateur team has more chem than your dog shit mercenary team with people that don't try.
See, I disagree with you though, because I don't think Cloud9's budget would have changed anything for them this year. Like within reason. And like I don't think it makes sense for the 12th place team to be a high paid team if they fucking suck. I think there should be a bare minimum guarantee of a facility and these players living together. Like I think there should be basic guarantees when you're a pro team and you're pro players. But like to your point, if Cloud9 lose to, if you're the 12th place CDL team, I don't think you should pay. Like paying a little more is not going to stop you from losing to Bush. Is what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense?
I'm saying it's just market pressure and performance pressure on upper management to be like, what are we doing here? Because if we continue to be dog shit, our brand's not going to gain any value because why are we going to gain fans if we just?
Well, that's why everyone in this space is so frustrated with orgs like C9 and Ravens.
Yeah.
And I mean, Vancouver has had a couple of pretty good years, but it's just they just seem to be here blowing through exorbitant amounts of money and adding nothing of value. And that's why I think everyone's so frustrated because it's like, what are you like? What is your goal? It's not good PR. You're not winning. You're not fielding good players. Everyone that plays for you ends up in a worse spot because their stock goes into the shitter. Nobody likes watching your series, so everyone starts fucking hating your org, so you don't get fans from it. Like, what is the purpose of actually fielding a team and being here? And that's why I think everyone's so frustrated.
I agree. I think the sentiment is very loud and clear to someone like Jack at C9, right? I think maybe they were in a survival year. Maybe they bled out far too early. I mean, if you look at C9, they inherited some of the fucking best players in the league, right? And they got insta-sold. So what do you do as an organization after surviving and paying your players $2,000 a month to get dead last and not have any sort of MTX sales because nobody buys shit of teams that aren't winning, right? So what do you do this year? I think this year will be eye-opening to see if some of these organizations then start opening up the wallet a little bit more, or if they stay stagnant. What is the league going to do? Because it is ultimately the league's responsibility to uphold.
That's what I said to Daniel when we had that Flank episode.
Yeah.
That's why I was questioning Daniel about the oversight from the CDL on a lot of these orgs because they're just operating with complete autonomy as like an individual entity within the league, and it just looks terrible.
But
there's no minimums. There's no.
Yeah, I agree with you,
and
that's the biggest problem.
He kind of agreed in the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest problem is like these guys are in agreement with the league, and you can't just alter those league rules unless every team agrees to alter them, right? Like the CDL, it's tough for the CDL to go to Cloud9 and say, "Hey, you need to spend more money." The C9 can say, "Why? Why do I have to do that?"
Why exactly?
You know what I'm saying?
There are other levers. So there are other levers, and we've talked about this, Sam, on the show, and Daniel, we covered a few of those on an episode with Daniel. One is the changes that they have made to how MTX is paid out. That's more eat what you kill rather than being evenly split. So if you're someone like a FaZe and you make a banger skin, right, like you will make a lot of money year to year on MTX. But if you don't try, you're not going to get carried by everybody else. The other things, Dill, is trying to make available to teams more sponsorship categories that are now currently restricted. The gambling sportsbook space is one, alcoholic beverages.
Open it all up, bro.
Marijuana.
Open it all the fuck up.
It has to be.
I know that there is a nuanced conversation because a lot of those categories lead to potential liability down the line, that those are adult consumption things and that you could run into issues down the line.
How is that possible when every major sports league is doing the same thing?
Yeah, but they're also facing the same potential liability down the line too. But we don't need to have that conversation here. My point is that those leagues have said fuck it because the revenue there is so massive that they're willing to take the risk because those categories are willing to invest enough money in these things that it's worthwhile. And for the teams, if they can get some of that extra money from those categories, which I know what money's floating out there is 6 figures, sometimes 7 figures. That's a lot of revenue for a Call of Duty team. You bring a 7-figure space of deals in, like your economics of your team now make a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I think it's a push and pull though. Like there's definitely
it's my fault, Rafi.
What happened?
I touched the ball.
What?
I'm the reason C9's broke.
Bro, what?
Oh yeah, you took the money and ran.
It was my fault. I bankrupted C9, and now they're paying pity. They had me living in a team house. They were paying me 6 figures. I was ordering a Haley Bieber smoothie and a breakfast burrito from Erewhon every morning. Man. 2-3 orders of DoorDash a day, and now they're broke.
I guess like my whole point is like I think when we're talking about the 11th and 12th best team, like the salary is kind of irrelevant to me. Like I don't think a team of shitters that are placing 12th every event deserve $100K each. That's the least of the issues. The issue is you need to field a competitive roster and be more willing to change your roster when you're obviously getting fucking pissed on. And you need to have your team in the same location. You can't have a player in Jersey, California, Chicago, and Minnesota. Like at some point, we're literally operating like an amateur team. The salary is the least of the worries, I think.
Well, the salary is important though because you have quality players turning opportunities down that could be those diamonds in the rough that you would need to have wins and be successful as an 11th and 12th place team. You need value.
Don't get me wrong. I think $2,000 a month is despicable.
Oh, I mean, it's literally illegal.
But I don't think 60,000 a year is unacceptable.
But that's the difference. That's the difference between player. That could be the difference between someone like a Luka accepting a contract and him laughing in your face for $20K though.
We let Rafi
it seems small, but that is the difference in C9 having to go to the 8th, 9th, 10th option, remember, when they were making roster changes because they got turned down by legitimately every single player in Challengers. They went to Ocus and Encourage and these guys because they had to take the offer versus, I think it was like Spart at the time, like a lot of Rafi's guys. Rafi's not going to tell them to go accept a $20K deal. He's going to tell them to go laugh. He's going to laugh.
I told them not to.
Exactly.
I told Icons and Nate not to.
If you're getting Rafi, if they come to you like, hey, we're going to give these guys 50K, 65K versus 20.
Totally different.
It's completely different. It's not even livable.
I think there's like a bare minimum aspect, but I think it correlates in the sense that if you have a team that's giving you $2,000, $3,000 a month, then you probably have a staff that can't field a competitive roster because realistically, look at what Brian Saint's doing. That guy's got 6 jobs in one. Right? Like there's only so much that he can do. He doesn't have money to go out. People are questioning Brian's decisions, but what people don't know is
he just put 3 players that can't speak English on the same roster.
But that's all he could. That's the only way he could go. Like he could only float one way or the other. If organizations are saying no, you can't take my player, you don't have a buyout. We turned Brian down 2 or 3 times this year. Straight up said no, you can't take him. You don't have the money to buy him out. Right? So.
I understand it's tough.
An organization is going in and doesn't have money and you have somebody that's makeshifting 3 or 4 or 5 different duties, they probably can't field competitive rosters in the degree that they can. You can get scrappy, but there's only so far you can go with that.
You have to get unbelievably lucky.
Unbelievably
lucky in that situation to find real value. And I think C9 actually did find real value. I'm not saying they're the top of the league, but I think Nezra and Wevy are quality players. Like I think that they're good pieces for that team for the situation that they were in. 100%.
Legacy match starts at 6 p.m. Central, guys. 6 p.m.
market
Central.
Pressures that theoretically
MSO Brando at a tier 1 for 25. Brando, welcome back. Thank you.
Hopefully, we're getting more amateur teams.
A lot. Let's get some more people in here.
Yeah.
Let's get some more people.
W,
you can welcome the show if you want.
W group leader Dill.
Robbie, you can chill too.
The group leader made an executive.
Yeah, I mean, people are bored about this shit. We don't care about the money. We want to see Hydra go to Optic and Scrap to FaZe. Let's
answer some more Hydra questions.
Hey guys, Scrap and Hydra to FaZe and Optic is questions GA'd. We already talked about that 8,000 times. What's good, W?
Yeah. What's good, guys?
Richard with the resub. Thank
you.
Can you
hear me?
We hear you.
We hear you. We hear you.
All right. So look, I don't even want to get on that Scrap and Hydra stuff. I already just put it in the chat. Spook number 1. Why are we not discussing this? He has been around since the age of time. Advanced Warfare, Halo 3. The dude is the best. There's no debating it anymore. He's done it through and through, time and time again. The disrespect level is off the chain. I can't believe it. If Optic drop Hook, Hex, I'm sorry, love you, dude, but you're an idiot. That guy is pure talent, okay? And I'm not trying to dick ride. I played all the way since 2009. Hook just needs a more of a chance. Like the dude is gross.
There's
time and time again proven.
Kyler is never going to become undroppable. We'd understand that, right?
Yeah, there's very few players in the league that are undroppable.
There will never be a time that Kyler is 100% undroppable ever again. That will never exist.
Yeah. I think Kyler's at the peak of his career because like before, Kyler's been dropped a lot and on and off teams. Like he's actually developed. He's had one of the craziest development arcs, probably the best development arc we've ever seen as a COD player ever.
Absolutely.
He was just a player that could get kills. He was pretty dumb. He was very easy to beat, even though he shot hella straight. But now he's well-rounded. He's smart. His comms are insane. He shoots incredibly straight. Yeah, his SMG struggles a little bit in that mode, but overall, he's had probably the best development of a player we've ever seen. So I don't think anyone's really. Some dumb people are probably trying to disrespect him right now, but everyone that actually knows COD and the game and the team know how good and how valuable Hugh is. But some people are probably taking it a little too far trying to disrespect him. But
right.
Him being in the discussion with Hydra isn't disrespectful. People are making it disrespectful if they're saying bad things about him.
So if Hook were to get dropped and all this plays out where Scrap's gone, Hydra's gone, why aren't the general mates just dropping everybody, getting Joe, and picking those 3 up? Well, I mean, we just said no limit on the bot. No limits, money not in the picture here.
Are you talking about if Hydra had an optic offer, why wouldn't he still go to general mates?
Yeah, why wouldn't you take
because he gets to play with the best team in the world?
He gets to play with Shotzi, Merc, and Dash.
Because he gets to play with the best team in the world and the most prestigious Call of Duty team in history.
You're right. You're right. That is you're right. The best team in the world versus the rival. But
like I do think at the top level, like when we're talking about Hydra scraps, like the money, like the salary is marginal, right? Can Falcons enter the conversation and pay one of them $800K? Maybe. But like it's a marginal difference at the top level where like your salary on an optic phase, general mates, you'll almost always pick the better team. Always.
Yeah, it's kind of, once you reach a comparable level of salary, it's always about the team.
Real big with a prime for 6 months. Thank you.
Unless it's like
actually, I love the fact that people are speaking up for Hook.
Oh yeah, bro,
I love the fact
Kyler
that people
number
are
one
for Hook.
Absolutely.
Yo, Saga Bala with a tier 1 for 29. Welcome back to Zin City. Saga, thank you. Chat, let me get a W spam. Almost 3,000 people in here watching us talk in circles, man.
Unbelievable in my eyes. And the fact that he was in Challengers.
Appreciate you guys all hanging out. Make sure you guys are following the stream if you guys don't already. We got Legacy Week later.
That guy is disgusting. He does not belong in Challengers.
Starts at 6 p.m., so 5 hours from now, the OG MW3, my team versus Seth's team.
I really do.
But again, I like what Dill said like not too long ago. Like, is it disrespectful that we're having this conversation? Because we're talking about Hydra, who is the probably one like top 3 player or a top 3 sub in the league.
AZE
the fact that we're
with a tier 1 for 5.
The conversation about Kyler not being dropped, I feel like is more respectful than it is disrespectful.
Yeah, if it was a couple years ago, he would have insta got dropped before the whole BO6 thing. Yeah, insta. But now it's
the
like
fact that
I don't know.
We should probably keep him. It's like that seems more respectful than it is disrespectful to me in my head.
Just being in the same conversation as someone like Hydra now is definitely a testament to what it is that he's done this season. 100%.
I'm gonna bring someone in. Let's bring Jay in. See if Jay's ready to go. What's good, Jay?
How you doing?
How we doing?
What up, Jay?
I just wanted to say I had a proposal kind of to benefit both the CDL and also challengers. I don't understand why we don't.
Did I lag?
What up?
Do you hear me?
Oh shit!
Go ahead.
Yeah, mine was like, you're good. Go ahead. Keep going.
I was thinking to combat the GA problem. I feel like what if you bring one sub from challengers to every single team, and then obviously if you break a GA, like you have to sit out, or like there's a 3-strike rule or something, and then you bring that challenger player in as like a sub, so you have a sub all year, and then you can also use it to combat the GA problem.
Yeah, but at that point, the league is in order to do that, the league is essentially like handing suspension. So like what you've just done is instead of doing GAs, we're just suspending people. Which theoretically, yeah, you could do that. But the league, the reason I don't want to rant on the GA thing, bro. You guys know my position on it. You know,
Ben's an idiot. Just so you know, Ben's an idiot when it comes to that whole GA situation.
I'm an idiot. Okay.
Yes, you're so wrong. Okay. You're so unbelievably wrong that it's not even funny. Okay. But yeah, he is right about the fact that like the league isn't really involved in the official GAs. So suspending players for GAs and forcing challengers substitutes to come in, I just don't think that's feasible.
Official GAs. You think it's funny that they're actual?
What does Ben take? that
like what do you say is wrong?
that it's okay to break GAs because it's not technically against the rules.
You're talking about something else.
No.
So my point was that at the end of the season, the fact of the matter is that the GAs thing is a farcical process. So why not at the final events of the season push the limits of the GAs because there's no punishment?
Bro, Ben, Pat was completely correct. And I don't want to speak in circles about the same thing because obviously you disagree.
Okay.
But yes, there's a certain honor that you uphold when you're a part of a league, a 48-man league, and everybody agrees to play by a set of rules. It's not acceptable to just break those rules at the end of the season to make some money when it's convenient for you. That's just you're just a genuine scumbag at that point. And yes, that matters. Yes, yes, you're not going to get banned.
But we've had these rules for years.
You're not going to get punished.
Just started this year,
bro. This season they forgot the rules of the GA chat because nobody wrote them down.
Ben, can I ask you a question? Wait, Ben, can I ask you a question?
The whole thing insane? Anyone?
That is insane. But can I ask you a question? Can you calm down?
Yeah.
Are you? I think you're lashing out, and you're a little extra upset. No, yes, I think you're lashing out about this situation. Ben, you let me talk. I think you're lashing out because you made a very good PowerPoint that you worked hard on, and people kind of took it as a joke. I think it was a good idea, but I feel like this is making you extra mad about the situation that the players and the GA process still is not going anywhere. It's not improving when you worked hard to try and see and improve it. Because you've talked about that for years.
How long have you known me?
Pretty long time. Probably over 10 years.
How long have I been talking about how dumb I think the whole GA process is?
Wait, why though? Because
for years,
Ben,
you've been saying it.
What do you mean why?
I think the GA process is actually perfect as long as people have honor.
You think it's perfect?
Yes, brother. Because here's what happens.
You think you?
Yes. I think going into every single year, it's damn near impossible.
You wouldn't change a single thing about how it's done.
What can you change?
You wouldn't change a single thing. You think right now it's perfect as is.
The GA process is sent to all the players. Every team gets a representative. They vote on it. Majority wins. If you break those rules, you lose practice, which hurts your team. It's damn near perfect.
There's a lot more nuance.
Zin. So
hold on.
That's the most surface level.
Get Zin. Don't say Dill. Say Zin. Say Zin.
Okay.
Zin,
what do you change?
You can't say that it's that black and white, Zin. You literally played. You know how that shit goes.
Okay. So what do you change though?
That take is worse than my take.
What do you change?
That was a bad take. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bad take.
I disagree because what do you change?
Bro, these pros don't even uphold the GA. They don't ban teams for snaking. Bro, Sib snaked 10 times last season, and we just talked our way out of a week-long ban. Like,
wait, no, they got banned. I thought
upheld anymore.
They got banned.
It should be better. No, fuck no. I gave my phone to Lamar, and he got us out of it.
Banned.
Listen, here's the problem with GA chat. The issue with the GA process is it's a farcical process that is sometimes applied and sometimes maybe not applied. It is like, if you want to
JJ with the resub,
rules and have punishments, uphold the punishments. But every single year we talk about, I'll give you an example of a situation.
Okay, I didn't know that they didn't get punished, to be fair. I figured they lost their scrims like was talked about.
Barely got punished this year till the end.
Remember 2 years ago when Paco stair glitched on Skyline at the first fucking event? They didn't get punished. These were sitting here waiting to get punished. There were zero punishments. My thing is this, and that's why I put together that PowerPoint. I don't mind if the league is not going to do anything, developers aren't going to do anything, the players want to organize and have a process. But the process they have now is like the most like 5-year-old playground bullshit of all time. And it has real repercussions for these players and teams. Like, why not make it more organized so you can actually enforce the fucking punishments? Because if you enforce the punishments, then Real's not going to try and fucking slide the fuse at EWC at the end of the season because then he actually gets punished.
Okay, but
there's actually heat behind trying to break that rule.
Yes, my point. But it's hard to punish someone at the end of the season, but that doesn't make it right. Just like, you are technically correct that it's hard to punish because obviously you can't withhold practice when the game is about to end. And that's where the integrity on, bro, what do you
They do that European football.
What if he's not on the same team?
They're not doing that, but if it was taken more serious, they could, but they don't take it as serious as they
in world football, they do this. They will roll punches.
Yo, you know what the players should do? Yo, is this faded? Is this faded? The players should all put a $5,000 security deposit at the beginning of the season, and they lose their money if they break the fucking rules.
That's insane.
Why?
But some players, it doesn't really hurt as much.
Good luck getting fucking Levy to cough up $5K.
Wait, Zin.
Good luck, bro.
Wait, Zin.
And I'll hold it. I'll hold the cash
too.
Okay. Yo, Juan with a tier 1 for 40. Welcome back.
You hold it. No, the biggest thing, the Chandler actually brought it up too. The top teams naturally get punished less. about this too, because everyone wants to scrim them, which is very true. Like
Yes,
if Optic broke GAs, like everyone's like, yeah, no, we're not. We still want to scrim the best team in the game. Like that's the issue. Another issue with GAs and players controlling it.
But I don't see how. But I don't see how you change that though. I don't think any set of rules or
it's very easy to change.
Okay, Ben.
It's very easy to change.
Explain it. Hold on. Let Ben talk. Yes, hold on. Okay, let Ben talk. Ben, how do you fix that issue that Bill just said?
It's very easy. Just actually meet and talk about these things. Have documents with rules that everybody agrees to, and then when people break it, you point to the rules and say, you broke this shit, you get punished. You can't fucking argue because you agreed to this shit. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, but who is making them stick to that?
Yeah, but
Ben?
exactly.
Ben themselves by having a process. It's not that hard to make.
You cannot have it be themselves.
Ben, they do. Ben, hold on, no, Rafi, please.
It's themselves right now.
Ben, everything you just said already exists. It's just not on paper. The piece of paper is going to change nothing. Exactly what you just said already exists. Besides, you want to put it on a piece of paper. That means nothing.
Bro, the way the GA chat works now is whenever they ban shit, there's no conversation. It's just voting in that chat. They don't even like talk to each other. Nobody's sitting there politicking, trying to lobby.
What's your point?
Like, there's not even my point is that is
what's the piece of paper going to change?
Lack of process. Just add some
How
more
do you
process
force it though? That's what I'm saying, Ben. Okay, Ben.
There's a fraternity, so it sounds like if you came.
Okay, let's say Optic. Okay, Ben.
Rules,
listen to me.
Everybody agree. Listen, no, Zen. It's not that hard. You say here are the rules.
Yes.
Here's our process. You want to appeal. Here's the process for appeal. You get heard between a peer of representatives from 5 or 6 teams, whatever, and everybody on every team agrees to it. You point to that document and say, if you broke it, too fucking bad, you broke the rules. It would be much better than what they have now. Zin, they agreed to GAs this year and nobody wrote them down.
But so Ben, it's the same exact thing, just not on paper. I don't think you understand that. If Optic, let's use Optic. Dill just said Dill just how though? Dill just said the top teams get punished less. Ben, I'm talking. You hate when you get interrupted and you keep doing it to me.
Ben, shut the fuck up. Let them talk.
Dill just said the top teams get punished less, correct? Because people want to scrim them. A piece of paper isn't going to change that. That's still going to exist. They're still going to want to play Optic over Cloud9 every day of the week. That's not going to change. The piece of paper won't do a fucking thing. The only thing
on the paper that we address that issue and we make sure that punishments are handed out fairly if you break them.
Ben, why do you act like the paper is genuinely going to make... Just because it's written down doesn't mean it's going to be enforced more.
You literally are just describing how all of the fucking entire world works, how the monetary system works. Just a piece of paper. It's trust. You have a.
You just said fuck the trust. You tip the lack of trust. You tip the fact that players break those rules.
He was upset.
There is no process now.
Okay, so
I don't tip it.
Okay, so if it's written on a piece of paper, then you don't respect it. If it's written, then you don't respect it.
No, this guy asked me on the flank, and Dylan and Dylan, I think you were there. Did I not say if there was actually a process and there were actually rules, then I wouldn't tip it. I would tip it now because people know that they can get away with it.
I'm not making any sense. All right, fair play.
Did I not say that on the show, Dylan?
Bro, all of the shit that the onus of upholding GAs and enforcing GAs just needs to be removed from the players. They need to figure out what needs to be GA'd because that's their job.
It needs to be upheld by somebody else. Exactly.
It needs to be the league. The league has
Andy
to
would apply for 35. Thank you, Andy.
These rule breaks, whatever we're going to call them, because everyone sees them. There needs to be an oversight from the league because it's their fucking job, and there needs to be real systematic punishment, like losing a veto, that is punishment enough to make them not want to do it.
That's correct.
And it removes all of the practice. It removes the practice shit. It removes the practice thing where the top teams have an advantage. There is a real, tangible disadvantage to breaking GA. Guess what? You snaked, you don't get a veto next series. You can't veto a hardpoint next series. You have to play your worst shit.
I agree with Sam. The only way it can't be in the player's hands.
If Real snake slid defused at EWC, guess what? Grand finals, you don't get to veto. You just fucking spawn in. Guess what? Tough luck.
They pick all the maps and the sides.
Get fucked. There needs to be the player. It needs to be a 50-50 thing. The players need to figure out from a competitive standpoint what needs to happen to balance the game because that's their job and they play it 8 hours a day. And the league needs to enforce that and propose things to actually keep it so the GAs are upheld. That it needs to be a collective
100%
effort. The
correct,
power
Sam.
of enforcing shit needs to be removed from the players.
Yes.
I agree with you, Sam.
I agree.
Yes.
It cannot be self-governed. There's too much subjectivity.
That's exactly what
Lord of the Flies in that.
That's my entire point right there. Is whether there's a piece of paper or not, if it belongs to the players, nothing will change. You will always see inconsistency when it's team to team. Oh, this was more blatant than that. If it's not directly on the league, a piece of paper will not solve that. Sam's 100% correct. The league has always held a weird stance on GAs. They've always skated the line of not wanting to bring up GAs and not wanting to involve themselves. But it's to the point now where they should just embrace the GAs, dive into it, fully embrace it, and it should be governed by the league. 100%.
Yeah.
Here's how
Every headache imaginable over this shit.
Gabriel with the resub. Thank you, Gabriel.
Happen. Like the community freaks the fuck out when stuff happens. So it's not like it's going to be hard to figure out what to bring up and what to not. Like everybody sees when a rule break happens. Everyone sees when there's a snake. Everyone sees when there's a
wrong.
slide
Guys,
diffuse.
tell me how I'm wrong.
Everyone sees that.
I genuinely don't know how you think I'm
these
wrong.
things in a chat and actually enforce shit with oversight. Instead of having the players just, are we going to actually do anything about it?
Why don't you tell me how I'm wrong?
I'm still
genuinely? I'm not sure how you're going to even disagree with my
point.
Remove
all of that. All of it.
What do you guys think a piece of paper would solve?
Listen, I think this is a deeper combo to have probably after ROSTERMANIA because I agree with Sam's take, but also vehemently disagree with Zinni because I think that there is a middle step that you can do that'd be much better than what we have, but we should probably move on.
Yeah, we move on. Jay, sorry for yelling in your ear. Apologies.
No, it's been a pleasure, fellas. You guys are great. Thank you again.
Appreciate you,
your question. Thank you.
Pleasure, Jay.
What a guy. What a guy. All right, let's see. We got
appreciate everybody that's tuning in.
Yo, Twitch with a prime. Welcome to Zin City. Thank you, Twitch.
W. Yeah, some good questions too. Hopefully we can get some
you don't
more
actually think I'm wrong.
I don't know if Bronco's here. Let someone else in.
I'm gonna go pee really quick, boys. I'll be right back.
Hey, you're good. You're good. Oh, what's up? How we doing?
How's it going, guys?
What's up, brother?
Hey,
wait, Bronco, I dragged you in too, Bronco. You could just stay in here, and then we'll get your question after this, okay?
Sounds good.
Go ahead.
Just curious on where you guys think best fit for Neptune would be.
Good question.
Yeah, go ahead, Zin.
I think Gentlemates are. I don't think Gentlemates have the leverage that they think they do by extending Neptune's contract. They had the leverage mid-season, but now that people kind of understand that he's not going to start for Gentlemates, I don't really see this huge bidding war kicking off for Neptune, especially when there's a lot of decent SMG options on the table. Like, the fact of the matter is Neptune has high stock, but definitely not as high as it once was. Like mid-season, I would say, when he was obviously proven, went crazy at Major 1. I could see Neptune going to a G2, a Falcons. Like, I think he'll go through to one of those 5 through 8 rosters pretty guaranteed.
Yeah, I feel like I would just say Falcons or Toronto. Maybe best case scenario for him, maybe Thieves, but probably like Falcons, Toronto, or
Toronto would be great
a new
for him.
org. Yeah, I think Toronto would because they have
Kleenex, Neptune,
Kips.
and 1.
That's a good roster that could they can definitely upset some
Rafi,
people.
put DK on the team.
Yeah, DK.
Nope.
You got
I think
Rencor as well.
We want to go deeper though. Like talk to me about what you think is the POV of someone like Neptune as a teammate, and what will be a successful environment around him from a personnel perspective. Like,
I feel like he was wanting
he's got to go to an organization that like gives a fuck. You know what I mean? Like somebody that's actually going to enable a situation that changes the narrative of someone like Neptune saying that he's a bad teammate. Okay, so then all right, how do we fix that? Who's actually going to bring out the best in someone like Neptune? Because he's obviously one of the better players in the league, right? I personally love Travis. I think he's a good dude. I want to see where it is that you guys think he's a good fit from a teammate perspective and a makeup perspective.
We bring up the team, so I'm not forgetting anything here.
I think for
one thing I would just say real quick. No, I'm just gonna say this real quick. I just think the one time we've seen him when he's had success as a pro and stayed on the team practically the whole season since he's been picked up was that team with Rambo and Surge. So if Rambo were to go somewhere, maybe he brings Trav along with him. But Benja, you're good. You go ahead.
I think for Trav, he's very talented, but like he's got to learn to get along. You got to learn to get along with people better on these teams because like the list of people that don't want to play with you just gets longer and longer. Like it's a big warning sign if a respected veteran like Dill goes out to that timeline and says that you were the worst teammate he's ever played with. Like I just think this self-reflection on his end that like he's got a lot of talent, but he's gonna fucking waste it if he can't figure out how to like be in a team situation with people and not like kill their belief in win by like the second month of being together, third month of being together, you know? Because that guy definitely shoots fucking straight. And by the way, he can also take over games in series by himself.
He could beat the top teams too. He's shown that he could beat the Optics, the Phases, and all those teams. So that's why it's a good risk to take. But yeah, he has to figure that out.
He's been on the outside looking in for a bit. The fact that he wasn't a champs is the same thing with Pred, right? There's a couple of players that just weren't in there that it's kind of eye-opening as to the how and why and what's the psychology behind it, I guess, is what I would want to ponder out loud.
Well, I know that Trav did scrim and try out with Falcons, but something happened between the org and his management. Like, did something happen in between the parties that they were unable to come to an agreement? I'm not really sure what it was, but like it was looking like it was trending in the direction that it wasn't.
Yeah. I would
I'm back.
T, thank you very much for the question, brother. Good question. Different question than the Hydra and Scrap, Phase and Optic, or Phase and Optic W. Bronco, you're already here. What's up, man?
Hey, not much. What's good, Dill?
What's good? What's good? We just chilling, man. Talking shop.
Talking shop.
That's right. Hey, so I have a question, not roster related. Okay. So going back to like the CWL area, why can't they just do like where they have a major every month starting from like December to June, and then have EWC in July, August, whatever that timeline looks like, and then just do away entirely with the online matches? Like, because you get those pointless matches throughout the year that just no one wants to watch. Why not
100%.
just go back to the era of just having a major like on the weekend, Friday to Sunday, group play and all that? What's stopping the league from doing that?
I'll say one word answer. No, yeah, Ben, I'm gonna say one word, then you're good. I'm just gonna say, yeah, it's just money. And then you guys can take the rest. Just money, but then you guys can break it down.
It's money, but kind of. So like the problem is, let's say you do that, right? Are you assuming it's the same kind of event formats as we have now? Or are we talking more like CWL, open bracket, shit like that?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly how it was back then, Billy. Instead of just doing the online matches where you have connectivity issues and all that, just do majors, 7 majors, and I don't know. I just feel like it'd be more.
So
makes sense, I guess.
Oh, it'd be incredible if we could do, like, if that were to happen, it'd be incredible, Bronco. So it's a good question.
So 2 problems. One is that you're seeding a significant amount of match days that you were normally active to now being idle because you're only doing LAN content. So the amount of actual days where there's Call of Duty going on is probably like reduced by like 30%. So that's one problem to solve. The second problem is that it's a franchise league, and if you're dog shit in this franchise league, regardless of the format of the LAN, you're not playing that many games, and you're suddenly telling the bottom 4 teams, hey, like, remember this promised minimum number of games you have now with all the online competition? Well, now it's like 20.
I have no idea what this guy just asked, by the way. I was reading that.
You're going to very much reduce their franchise value and also give them an inability to really sell their spot, and put those orgs in a tough situation. What I think that the league wants to do,
I just roasted
is I think they understand that nobody likes normal league matches. So I think what they're trying to figure out is how do we do more events, but how do we do online competition that matters? Where we can see the good teams play good teams, because nobody wants to see.
He thinks having the GAs written down on a sheet of paper would change things.
About that shit.
I think like that's what I was about to ask next. Is they could just do more online, and then if they still wanted to do online, they can do that. But why not just add more majors? Is that a money thing as well?
Yeah, it's a money thing.
The operational cost of events is fucking insane.
It's like a minimum. It is a lot.
Especially because you'd need. So the difference is, back in the CWL days, every event was funded by Activision. Now the teams are like paying for it as well, right? There's like some help from the league, but like you need teams to actually want to host majors, and a lot of the teams just don't want to spend the money to host majors. What it comes down to.
I think the solve for it is just leaning into the tournament format online. Like you can have your online matches or whatever, but I feel like the minor tournaments are just better viewing experiences because stuff matters more, and you're not just tuning into 10-point CDL games that no one really cares about. Like there's something on the line. There's a loot, like you go home if you lose, online, whatever. But like people want to watch stuff that matters as opposed to just going through the motions, and then we get to our event, and then we go through the motions, and then we get to the event, because it's very rare that the best teams aren't the higher seeds and the worst teams aren't the lower seeds. So you're kind of just waiting for the online stages to end, as opposed for these tournaments where anything can happen because it's online.
I mean, I think it's more of a format issue than an online issue, though. Because no matter what, if you put this current format into a LAN league, it'd be cool for the first month, and then the same conversation we're having right now would come up again. No matter what, whether it's on LAN or online, people don't want to watch teams when the stakes aren't high. Like, there needs to be a tournament atmosphere. There needs to be some type of repercussion. Watching a Cloud9 versus Surge or a whatever is just not fun mid-season. There's no way around it. Yet you have to change the format.
Yeah, the only thing that like was so successful back then, and we didn't really know, we were just kind of naturally doing it, were like the 2Ks and 5Ks, because you had to play those to get pro points, and then you wanted your team to have the best seed, so you wanted to win. It was a lot of money to win back then. Granted, this streaming shit wasn't as big. There's like only a couple players streaming, but when you would make it to the finals, you would have a lot of viewers for the times. Like if we had something like that now, there would be a lot of viewers, but you can't just do it only with the 12 teams in the CDL. And it'd be cool to have like an open bracket, open online tournament, but then the CDL owners don't want the challenger teams just to be in it on the actual CDL broadcast that they paid money and salary their team for. That's just a tough part, because if they could monetize a good online tournament and give us something to watch that actually somewhat matters, it would be so much more fun to watch these one-day tournaments and two-day tournaments.
Is they're going to see what Halo did, like the first couple of years of Halo, before obviously they winded it down for a while, is they're going to have a two-stage thing where they'll have an open portion that'll qualify teams in to be able to play with the pros in some kind of format.
Yeah,
now,
I think that would be really good.
The problem with that is that would only be for NA Challengers team. So if you're in MENA, like you're kind of SOL in participating in that, at least on the online side. So
yeah. All right, W Bronco, thank you for the question. How's it going?
Jesus, they're gonna roast me for this.
I appreciate it, Dylan. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going.
What one thing to what Zinni said, just some interesting intel. We actually this season, from talking to people, it's been very competitive bidding for spots for running events next year. They're actually in some past years.
Nick with a 30-month resub. Thank you,
not
Nick.
Enough teams for all the spots. This year they actually, I think, got too many bids. There's been a bit of politicking.
I was gonna say, how are teams figuring it out? Because that means teams have made money on events. How do you think teams are making money and wanting to start hosting events now?
Yeah, I mean that's why, because people are been able to figure out how to turn a profit on it.
But do you know how? Like, I feel like you would know the answer. Like, what is it? What's bringing them a profit?
Usually a couple of things. One is, sponsor partnerships around events are a little bit more tangible for those brands than like online shit, because it's physical things you can do and participate in. The league subsidy kind of helps. Ticket revenue and merchandise revenue, food and beverage revenue, if you split it with the venue, can also help you make money around that. And then oftentimes in these situations, these teams are getting local marketing support from the convention bureaus, from the sports bureaus that are in these cities, that is then covering all of their like advertising money in the city to get people to come and go to the event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's good.
I'm sure the pros hated it, but I really enjoyed the Columbus LAN League. No, we love the Columbus LAN League.
We have our Optic event every year. Gentlemates potentially are going to start doing it because there's rumors already next year of another one. FaZe just threw a phenomenal
event. FaZe.
We're approaching where like teams really just want to put on one event per season, and obviously more oars with more money buying in, they're going to want to represent themselves as well.
Let me put it this way: I think we'll have 1 or 2 dream hacks a year, so that's 2 of the events covered. There are, like I said, a good portion of teams that want to run events. Some are in Europe, some are in NA. I expect at some point Falcons will probably start running events in Riyadh. We have probably half the league is down now, and there's a lot of politicking behind the scenes about who gets to run major. Some teams want to run champs. It's a lot more of a better situation than what it was about 2 or 3 years ago.
Boys, listen.
And to Rev's point in the chat, maybe we can get back to 5 fucking majors.
We need to go to Asia. This mobile game had 3 million viewers for WC. Actually. We need to start having events in South Korea. We need to expand, brother, because we're missing out on a huge market.
Bro, you guys watch
Andrew with a resub. Thank you,
Japan?
Andrew.
That shit is crazy.
But they're also running, bro, to make that support event happen, they're running it at a weird time, local time, in order to make that work.
Oh, yeah.
Just the
gotta do what you gotta do. General, to be honest. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna get someone here. Let's see. Is it Reese here?
Wait. Why don't we do shit in Asia? Is it just no home team there?
There was a team in Japan.
There's no
Japan was big for COD.
Asia's I don't like when people say Asia, because it's what do you mean? Do you mean Southeast Asia? Do you mean the mainland China? Do you mean Japan? Do you mean Korea?
Probably
all
Japan,
the regions are a
Korea.
little different. Yeah. So some of it is at the unfortunate truth that Japan's very insular when it comes to esports. It's a problem like every esport. They just kind of do their own shit. They don't like really participate in world competitions. The like only game, it's the only 2 games where they seem they're like in it is like fighting games and like Apex. Outside of that, like, do you hear about Japanese teams competing in like Val and like CS and like League of Legends? Like they don't really.
Occasion. Good luck with your surgery, my man.
No, but Chinese teams, yes.
Yeah, Chinese teams.
Speedy recovery,
League
brother.
is, League is all of that's everything. I mean, I
China's
think
a
Val's
hard
relatively
market,
large
though.
over there too, though. No.
China's a hard market though, because if you want to do anything in China, you have to work with a Chinese company, aka the fucking government. So like, COD can't just walk in and be like, "We're gonna start running events," because you're gonna have to pay the Chinese government in some way or some form to make that happen.
There's
Activision already.
I think it's less what you said about them being insular with their esports, and more so the fact that Call of Duty is just not a predominant viewing
Well,
or
COD
market
Mobile
experience
is.
over there.
COD Mobile is ginormous over there.
Is COD Mobile big over there?
Yeah, COD Mobile is
Mobile games in
ginormous.
general.
I think of Asian
Mobile games
esports,
in general are
I don't
insane.
think of COD even a little bit.
Dude, COD Mobile is
very big.
ginormous.
So listen, the same thing, because I was talking to people about Mobile Legends because I was in EWC last week. Like, mobile esports is not big in the West. But I'm telling you, if you talk to people that are from like the Philippines, from India, from Bangladesh, from Vietnam, from Japan, Korea, mainland China, and Hong Kong, it's massive in those areas because a lot of these people, they're not big console gamers, they're not big PC gamers, but everybody's got a phone or a fucking tablet. You know what I'm saying? So those areas are big. It's just not big in the English-speaking part of the world just yet. As with mainland China with COD, there is a lot of interest from people in mainland China to start like bridging the gap with COD. The problem is that COD is a violent game. To reiterate my point, like you got to work with Chinese companies. Activision has a very, let's say, complicated relationship with China over the last couple of years, especially with Overwatch. They just recently solved in the last like 12 months. It will eventually happen, but I think that's some ways out until they really bridge it. You got to play by China's rules, and it's not easy. They're very strict.
Listen, Ben, all we need some tournaments in Asia, and we got to promote the tournament on COD Mobile, and we're hitting a new fucking hype, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to Sapporo, we're going to Tokyo, we're going to Seoul, and it's getting blasted up your ass on COD Mobile, and we're gonna take over the world. It's the only way to the top.
Literally,
Listen,
I was talking with some people
in
in Japan, like some of the Rush Game people, because I was gonna host like a tournament, just like an online tournament with some Japanese teams. But apparently, there's a rule over there that you can only host and give a payout of like it's like equivalent to $650 USD total. Like it's not a lot at all. But you can like do giveaways. Like you can give away controllers or give away a PC, whatever, to the winners. There was like a weird
Chad, if
thing
you're not
with, like,
using code methods at Battle Beaver, do you even fucking
was
love
pretty
me?
big in Japan. Those guys would come to MLG Anaheim and boot camp and stuff. Like I went to the Tokyo Game Show, played a 2v2 in MW19 with those Rush players. So like it is, people do play COD over there, but they're kind of limited with what they could do, unfortunately.
Let me give the free tech to Activision because this is what they do in
Satoro
other
with a
fucking
prime,
sports.
welcome to Zen City. Thank you,
The NBA is
Satoro.
doing this now.
Iju with a tier 1 for 5, welcome back.
In these
Thank
markets, you're not doing shit in September, October, and November. That's the perfect time to take 3 or 4 teams on new rosters where there's a lot of interest and take in those regions, run a little mini tournament, and
Lucky
see what
Habits
you got
with a
there before you
20-month
wanna take a
resub.
bigger
Come
step.
on now,
'Cause I
Chad.
guarantee you may hit big in one of those markets, and you're like, well, let's like take a big step now and do it. So they do in fucking the NBA. Why do you think soccer teams go on tour to the U.S. and fucking Asia? They're testing those
I
fucking
just zoned
markets in the
out.
offseason.
What's Ben even talking about?
Arisi, what's good? Talk to us.
Yo. I just had a question on like where do you place the excuse me, the Hook Shotzi duo all time?
Damn.
I mean, it's up there. Yeah, I mean, it's up there. I don't know. I mean, top 5.
Are they higher than Shotzi and Brandon?
Well, are we doing like
they have to be there?
They would have to because of the champs win, right? In MW19.
I just think they've won a lot. They've won a lot. Yeah, I don't know. They've won a lot together. They won like 8 or 9 chips together, Shotzi and Hook. I see more of them as a duo rather than Hook Dashi.
It's just easier to see the same role
I think
as
Hook and
duos
Shotzi.
too.
Yeah, it's just like they're like more of a duo to me. Obviously, the other 2 are a duo as well, but I feel like Hook and Shotzi are the actual like duo. They're up there though. I mean, are they like top 5 duos? Top 3?
I would need to see a whole list, bro. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah,
off
it's either
off the
T2P
top
or
of my
the
head,
Terrors.
they sound top 5. right? Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
T2P
well, yeah,
and Terrors,
those
those are
two are
T2P,
definitely
the Terrors.
above.
I mean, they're definitely top 5.
Yeah, they have to be.
How much more until they can break that T2P, you think?
Probably another ring, couple more chips, maybe 2 more rings. With the way they're going, they could get it.
Well,
it's so
that's
hard
if they
comparing
keep
arrows,
Hook.
bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. Comparing arrows is like literally there should be like a CWL and before CWL, before CDL, and then post CDL. Like it's so hard to just compare both.
Because like sitting here and saying that Shotzi and Dashy could be better than Seth and Formal were.
Yo,
like,
Jay Bubby with a
just from
tier
my
1 for
POV
37.
playing, that is,
Welcome
like,
back.
Just an
Appreciate
insane
you,
statement
Jay.
in my head.
It's
And
just
it's becoming an
legit
argument more and more
impossible.
every year.
Yeah, tough.
I think it's hard. I think it's like impossible with how it is.
It's fun. It's a fun conversation to have. People love the combos though, so like it's gonna happen. But when you actually try to break it down, it's like at some point there's always gonna be some bias, some nuance, some whatever. So yeah,
You gotta have
bro, how do you
attach
compare Ace
duo.
and Deep and Ghosts to Shotzi and Dashy in fucking Black Ops 7?
Yeah, it's not possible.
Just done. Just can't.
Appreciate your question, man.
Yeah,
so much.
appreciate it, Reese.
Thank you, bro.
Someone else. I just invited someone.
Yo, I was just texting Rafi and showing my chat. Remember I was saying earlier it was like storming real bad.
Yeah.
Bro, it was like they had 80 mile-an-hour winds at the airport. Apparently, their car was driving on the highway around here and got fucking like turned over.
Jesus.
Like,
It was bad.
There's a video of it. Like I could show you the video on my stream. Like it's crazy. It like got
Literally
flipped
flipped.
over on the highway. On fucking camera, it's crazy.
Yo, what's
What's good, bro?
Nesma, how we doing?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
I don't know why. Oh, there you go. What's up, Tony? What's up, Attach?
What's up, brother?
All my go-to here.
What's
But I just
good?
wanted to question while I'm running some Black Ops in the background. But who is the third most wanted player? I think because I know we're talking about Scrap and
Ooh.
Hydra, but like
Good
between all
question.
the free agents, who is the third most wanted player? Because I think we're
Sorry,
waiting
Si,
for these
appreciate
dominoes
you,
to
bro.
hit. I think Scrap should go to FaZe. Obviously, I'm a FaZe fan. I'm a little biased there, but I don't know who's the third place player. I think that's a big open-ended question.
An
I might have an
unrestricted free
interesting
agent?
take. Well, let's
think
just
it's
base it
obvious.
off. Yeah, let's base it off no one that's like on a team. Like obviously, if Scrap goes to
Yeah,
FaZe, then Abuza becomes available. Let's just base it off like
The answer is Rencor then. The answer is Rencor.
Oh, we're saying unrestricted free agents?
Is it Rencor?
100%. Out of the
Unrestricted
unrestricted
free agents,
out of
it's
the
Rencor.
out of the unrestricted free agents, I think it's easily Rencor.
It's Rancor.
It's a
Okay,
whole
what
different
what
combo.
about restricted?
Yeah.
What about
Right?
restricted?
Kips.
I would say Mo.
I would say Luca for restricted.
I would say a Luca or Kips.
A Luca or
Kips
Kremp.
is not going anywhere. Mo is gettable.
It's a Luca or Kremp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kremp's
for
up there,
unrestricted,
too.
yeah, or Nep. Well, actually, no, he's
I don't even
restricted.
think Kips is
Nep is
in
restricted.
any conversations to be off of Koi. Truthfully, I think that guy is like turbo lockdown.
Yeah, but you can
Yeah,
say
he
the
was in my
same
stream
for
earlier.
Kremp,
I
we just don't
told
know.
him he's cooked.
You told him he's cooked.
Well, like they
Damn.
could build. I told him they could build something good. I told him like, yo, you guys could build something good if they
Yeah,
actually
it's not.
try.
He's not cooked in like a bad way where his team.
But
is
like
gonna be
he's
shit,
not
but I
getting
don't
off
think he's getting
Koi. If he does though, hey, that's a great pickup.
See, Luca's probably the most like reasonable, attainable restricted free agent because odds he starts for FaZe are probably a little low, right? So
I mean, it's
FaZe is
zero.
obviously looking to sell him.
Yeah, I mean, he's not starting for FaZe.
Whereas like
I'll say
Kremp
for
and
FaZe.
Kips in them, I think they're going to try to put a team around them before they try to sell them.
I don't know if FaZe did this. I didn't have this conversation with Paul and Kason. I think they want to continue to help Mo with his development. My guess is they want to help him get on our team. I won't be surprised if what they want to do as an option A is get him to re-sign for another year or so and then just loan him out somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Keep him on the roster, keep that ability of control down the line. But again, want to make sure that he gets on another good team and continues to develop as a player.
I mean, FaZe then, like, I mean, they want to have their cake and eat it too at that point. They're trying to re-sign a Luca and
Yeah, I
then
was gonna
loan
say,
him.
like, what are
At
they
some
operating
point,
as his agent?
yeah, teams are going to look at them
And
and say, are
getting
you
paid
guys
for it?
fucking
That's
high? You just want to own this player and loan him out? Why would we pay a dime for a player
yeah.
that's going to come back to you and you
You're
get to keep?
assuming it's a loan fee.
They just want to.
It's not always how those deals are structured.
Yeah, I mean,
Loans are great.
if they
Finish your
loan
thoughts,
them,
sorry.
if they loan them for free, maybe. I don't know.
Loans can be structured in a lot of different ways. It can be structured in a way where there's upfront money. It can be structured in a way where there's incentives on the back end if the team does well. I think ultimately FaZe will do help Mo get on whatever situation he wants to get onto. I'm just saying there may be a situation where he's just loaned out again because FaZe want to retain rights for another year or so down the line. You know what I'm saying?
What's the upside
I think
FaZe for that though? Just the loan money?
No, to use him in the future.
Just the ability to have him down the line as a member of the team. God forbid that you want to bring him in, because I think it's pretty clear, guys. I mean, Mo is a rookie and he just played the 2 biggest events of the season. Would you argue that he was a top 15 player at the event?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you argue that
he was
potentially a top 10 player at the event?
No, Luka's great.
I don't know about top 10, but
I don't know top 10. It's tough to say top 10, but like around there, maybe like 11th, 12th.
But Ben, at that point, at that point, wouldn't every team just start trying to do that with all their players? Okay, yeah, sure. We'll loan you him from the year, and then we'll get him back. Every team just going to start trying to loan players.
What do you think we did at fucking FaZe in Black Ops 4? What do you think we did in? Listen, what do you think we did on FaZe in Black Ops 4? We had like fucking 3 or 4 players out on loan.
True. No wonder 42 month resub. Thank you, True.
Shout out to P-Dog, man. Seriously.
Yeah. So I think
we need to be a little bit. I think we need to be a little bit more honest behind that agenda, though. I think FaZe is holding on to Luka until they figure out what it is that their roster is. Like, letting him go wouldn't make sense. And Kayson's already been public about the fact that he would let him go if the buyout is paid.
Yeah, but like also it kind of hurts a Luka in a way, because I feel like there's only a certain level of what someone's going to pay you for a loan, right? Like I don't know, let's say Falcons, right? Like I assume in this loan situation, Falcons would pay his salary. It wouldn't be FaZe. If it was FaZe, Luka's getting fucked, right? Because he'll make a higher salary getting paid from whatever team he's playing for. If you're Falcons, why would you pay a player top dollar, their true market value, when you don't own the player's rights? It kind of doesn't make sense from an organizational standpoint.
They want the player to win. They don't care about the money.
But they do care about the money.
They just want to build it.
But then the player just gets dragged back to his old team. So it's like, damn.
So you could build it. You guys understand that, like, you can build the loan any way you want. Like, you can build the loan like, if the player plays well, we have agreed upon fee that is required at the end of the season, that because we won, we now have acquired said player for this amount of money. Like, you can structure the loan any way you want.
You can do that too, because other than if they don't, it could be a slippery slope for sure.
I'd be very open-minded about loans because it gives you a lot of flexibility. I will say this: FaZe is not going to hold Mo. If Mo wants to go to a team, they will make it work. Paul is not that kind of guy. Kayson's not that kind of guy to hold people. Like
100%.
So.
Paul's a good one. I agree with that.
Mo is going to have a lot of suitors.
Thank you.
He was unbelievable. It's very funny all the people talking shit about Aluka over the course of the season, because he was unfortunately teaming with, Roxas and them who are decent players, but like he wasn't on a top challengers team this year. I'm glad to see that he played with Falcons the last 2 events and showed that he is potentially an all-star level caliber player fucking next year.
He was awesome.
Yeah. W Desma, thank you for the question.
Thank you very much, guys. Have a good one. Appreciate it,
bro. If I get disconnected from this call, it's because it's fucking storming outside again.
Stay safe out there, Benjay.
Wait, someone actually asked me if they pretty much wanted to ask everyone in the call, if Hydra goes to Optic, would Mates fans still treat Hydra the same from now and still cheer for him?
Ooh.
Or would they be like, oh, fuck this guy, because that's 2 roster manias that they didn't.
Hell no. Their only chant is fuck you, Optic.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think so. If they don't pick him and they're going to the team that keeps beating them, probably cooked. What do you mean they get Lens?
They might hate him.
Oh, it's true.
Because it's obvious that Gentlemates are offering him now. So like, if he picks Optic over Mage, they're gonna hate him.
They got the main account tweeting Scrappy a whole ass fucking crowd chant shit, dude. They're doing their hardest.
That's hilarious. Let's see.
God. Can't even imagine what those contract negotiations look like. Holy shit.
Dude, they're walking on water right now.
Dude,
yeah,
Paco is actually hovering.
Paco and Scrap are waking up.
Yeah, they're chilling
every day.
Yeah, they are.
Did it go up another 100K today, or what's up?
Holy shit, dude.
They're looking
What's
like
good, Phoenix?
So you guys don't think that LA Thieves has a chance to keep him at all?
I don't think so. No.
I mean, they just can't. They can't make a better team than where they could possibly go, and the money would be comparable, if not worse.
I think they'd be going to a better team, and I think they get paid more for leaving.
Yeah.
Sam,
So,
what's
Phoenix,
LAT gonna do,
we
man?
doing?
What are they gonna
I
do?
don't know, I think we're blowing it, Rafi. Give me Ethan and DK.
I mean, I texted Matt. He hasn't texted me back. So
he's gambling in Mexico right now, man.
He's
Give him a
busy
couple
right
days.
now, Rafi.
He's out of his
brother,
fucking service area. Give him a second, man.
He's either been hammered and gambling for a month, or he just straight up egoing me. Like I don't
give him a second, man. He's busy. We're paying buyouts over there or some shit. Whatever he's doing, I don't know.
Those Rubet hits are coming.
That's what I'm saying.
That ass.
I got a max win.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
What's up, everybody?
How we doing, bro?
Real quick, congratulations, Sam. Hope you and your family are good. You know, new baby and everything. I just wanted to ask kind of a multi-layered question. And for the people who competed back in the day, obviously you'll be able to test this a lot more. One of my biggest things is with teams not wanting to host majors or not having as many majors. A lot of that strives from not having a big enough fan base because no teams are really putting out content. No teams are really selling merchandise to help bring in more funds for these events. And we've seen this year with the league putting out a lot more content pieces and stuff like that. The community has loved it. Do you think that certain teams might start following behind this type of a trend more, and we might see some more events because certain teams start to get a larger fan base?
I'll take this one just to open it up. I think the interesting strategy and what I think has been very smart is entities like Gentlemates and Falcons getting in who can activate fan bases that are not your normal like UK or NA like squad of fans. They're bringing in something new. Like Miami did it too. With the Spanish fan base. So like, yeah, like those entities are able to create non-English speaking content, be able to do events in those places. As for the NA orgs outside of Optic and FaZe, I mean like Thieves, I don't think really are in a business of running events. G2 or not. Toronto's the other interesting one. They didn't do one last year, but I expect that they're probably going to activate something this year and the year after. They have a lot of good sponsors and partners, and they always want to keep, doing stuff. But is your question more like, could we go from like 4 majors to 5 majors because that interest is there? Is that kind of what you're asking?
Well, that's part of it, yes. But even seeing more maybe like, events where we incorporate like amateur teams like the Pro-Ams and stuff like that, where, again, there would be a huge market for like selling merchandise, having fans in attendance, and just all these different things to get exposure for the league as a whole and multiple different places that speak multiple different languages and stuff like that.
I mean, what do you think, Zen?
Sorry, I was reading something. It just comes down to a money thing. I don't see I don't see the organizations that haven't been throwing events like starting to throw events now because they think they can build a base. I just think they're too expensive for some of these teams where they don't think they'll get a return. My answer is no. Like I think Boston threw great events. I think Boston. I think Boston threw fantastic events, and now look at Boston.
Rocker did it too. They love throwing events.
Rocker. Every team that actually grew a local audience has sold. Subliners did great, sold. Rocker did great, sold. Boston rumored to be selling. It's like no matter how hard they tried and how hard they activated their local markets, it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Are events really local based though? Like, don't you expect fans to travel?
Putting content out from like an online perspective as well, though.
Yeah, I think content will always help, but
there are more nuances in because the Wilfs wanted to more passively be involved in esports, so they wanted to change the terms of that engagement. That's why they staggered out. Boston.
I wasn't here if I egoed somebody. My bad. I was
also,
not here.
Yes, also Toronto has done great, by the way. Toronto has done great.
Yeah, Toronto's done good. Boston had a bigger play involving land centers that just didn't pan out. So that's kind of why they pivoted because they had sort of a bigger market plan they're going for. What was the third team you mentioned that sold?
I said NYSL.
NYSL, yeah. NYSL, I think the problem for NYSL is they also want to be big in Overwatch, and they realized very quickly, like everybody else did, that like you can't there's no like NA very marketable stars in Overwatch. Like everybody's Korean, and it's very difficult to like build a big thing in New York where it's expensive to run events and market in New York if you can't really have like American Overwatch athletes as a majority of your team.
I mean, New York's also expensive to run events with the union costs and all that.
Every venue is fucking astronomical in New York. You're basically like the most effective options then are like Westchester, Hofstra, and like fucking Atlantic City. Like
I don't know, guys. Brooklyn and the Kings Theater was pretty fun.
It was awesome.
Oh, and I will say the inside of the venue was nice. The inside of the venue was nice.
Yeah, I don't remember who won that event.
I think it was MVP Kenny, and he carried the rest of his
Was
shit
it the
too.
MVP Kenny?
Yeah,
Sam, it was you.
It was me.
Good job, Sam.
And then you went back to back after that.
Oh my god, I wasn't gonna bring it up, Dill, but yeah, we did.
Look who's in the chat, bro. Gabe's in the fucking chat.
Oh shit! What's good, Gabe? How we doing?
Second part of my question, real quick.
Yeah,
With
go ahead.
A lot of players coming out a lot more vocally about the issues with the PCs and everything like that, which again, a lot of us have known for a long time. And even back in the day with the bad boxes, I've been to events, I've talked to a lot of you pro players and like people behind the scenes. This being a thing that is now becoming a lot more public. Obviously, we're not going to go back to console. We should have never switched to PC. But do you see a world where the league invests in getting better PCs after seeing how EWC went with the better PCs being a lot more optimized and playing a lot better? Is there a world where like we see them try to get better tech in for the players?
I hope so.
To prevent a lot
if they can
of
get a
issues?
really good deal on it. Other than that, no, I don't think they really care, to be honest.
I'm actually shocked.
Upgraded this year.
I'm actually shocked the league doesn't have a PC sponsor. Like, I'm surprised there isn't like a huge PC like.
I agree, Zen.
Like, because to answer your question, quite frankly, it's unacceptable to even have to question the equipment in the most prestigious Call of Duty league in the world. There's 48 players. It's a 12-team league. We need top-of-the-line equipment every day of the week. No question about it. So the answer is, I hope that we start updating the PCs pretty regularly because it's very important because there's constantly innovation and new tech, and the more games that come out, the higher the run on the PC. You know what I'm saying? Like, these games are not optimized great for some. The answer is yes, I hope so. But I'm surprised there's no big PC sponsor because that would definitely help.
A lot of that now, the burden of generating those leads and those deals is less on Activision and more on ESL, face it, because of the structure in which the league operates now, which is interesting because DreamHack IEM have big OEM sponsorships. So I'm not sure why they can't figure it out with COD. We've talked about this a bunch though, like at least for challengers, there needs to be a conversation with Activision Microsoft about the next Xbox console being a sponsor of challengers. Because to me, that seems very obvious. But yeah, I mean, PC costs, I will say going out without sponsorship and buying PCs right now, very expensive. As you guys have probably, if you build a PC, you know,
Young
trying
Texas
to get
with a
good
30-month
amount
resub.
of RAM
Thank you, Young
is like
Texas.
fucking hilarious now. RAM costs are astronomical, so not cheap to go out and buy what they need to go out and get. Every team needs like 6 PCs plus events. You're looking at
it would cost a lot of money to upgrade.
Yeah, looking at like 300 PCs, if not more. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah,
roughly 300 doing quick math. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons why I question it, because the league has had headset sponsors, controller sponsors, drink sponsors, numerous things like that. But yet we switched to PC and there's been like no real progress on getting new PCs for the league as consistently as they should, at least in my opinion, when that's like one of the biggest things we need.
You're not
You
wrong.
want to know why that is? Do you want to explain to you why that is?
Please, Ben.
Real quick, Ben.
Please, Ben.
No, it's very, very important. This applies across the whole gaming industry. The reason that sponsors don't like working in this industry is the people that consume this product don't have purchasing power. Most of the people that sit here and are involved in this esport from a fan standpoint are either younger, in high school, or in
That's
college.
not true. You're just lying.
Okay,
they're like
but the
25
average
to
audience,
35 now, Ben. Everyone's interested in buying PC parts.
No, you're
I
not.
feel like in the past that's true. I feel, to Benji's point, in the past I do feel
No,
like
it
that's true.
is.
Especially back when
Listen,
everything.
Chat, how old are you?
Nowadays,
I think we have a lot of aunts in
I
here.
tried a little more with Zen on speaking for nowadays, or I might be in between. I just feel like that's a bit of a cop-out answer. Not to say that to you, but
It's
like
not though. You guys didn't let me finish.
Bro, I have one person in my chat that's under 20.
No,
I have like
they're all 25, 30, 28,
in
27.
Here's kind of the issue.
Damn, y'all are old as shit calling me. Oh, y'all are older than me.
Chat, Ben's calling y'all broke.
They say the same thing to me.
I'm not calling people broke.
Oh, he's calling them sheep again.
Ben is calling you guys broke.
Oh, what did I just?
So if you're a brand or sponsor,
Phoenix, you started this.
Ben, go ahead. Ben, go ahead. Ben,
No,
go
you're
ahead.
good. So let me explain. You're a brand sponsor, right? The whole point of fuck you, Sim. The whole point of advertising is to try and get people to spend money on your product or on your brand, or to have the name recognition that at some point next 6 months they're going to spend money on your brand. And when you look at like
is, Ben J?
When you look at like lifestyle industries, lifestyle podcasts, they're really able to like get a lot of brands and sponsors because older audiences, cheaper products, they're going to see an ROI on it. The problem is the PC is expensive. How often is everybody in chat buying a new fucking PC? The answer is maybe every couple of years. So is it worth it for them to go out and spend a sponsorship for 100K, 200K, 250K if they are not going to feel like they get tangible ROI for it? That's why a lot of like the non-endemic sponsors don't like activating in the scene. And that puts an emphasis on then ESL face it for Activision to have good salespeople that can explain why, even though that's the case, they should still sponsor this product.
I mean, it seems like there's a pretty big PC market now that COD's on PC, though. Like, I don't know.
Zink, can I go full circle real quick? Of course. One thing I like about y'all at Optic, your salespeople are very fucking good. Y'all do a very good job of going out to market, explaining all of these things aside why Optic's very good and people should get involved with Optic. It's a skill. That's why good salespeople fucking make hella boku fucking bucks because they're very good at convincing people to do things they don't want to fucking do.
No, okay. Our sponsors want to do everything. Ben,
no, they don't want to do anything with you, Tony.
Ben, they love it.
And Shout out Cash App.
They love paying for Zin's Nobu dinners, bro.
No, that's paid for.
Texas State, Brazil.
Yes, W.
All right, Phoenix. Thank you, bro. That was a good question.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Oh shit, my bad. I love
people
you,
saying
Phoenix.
crazy shit in chat now.
You know how they get, Benji. They're getting restless.
I know, and the pimp's telling me to go fuck myself in chat. Like,
that's warranted.
The pimp's gonna have 2 new teammates.
That's warranted.
No fucking way.
The Pimp's team was scrapping Hydra, according to Ben. Let's go.
Yo, Lamine Yamal, you're back. What's up?
Lamine Yamal.
Anything? World champ? You here?
Wow, he walked away. Terrible timing.
Oh no. Sorry, Lamine. Next time.
Lamine Yamal.
Joe Burrow is trash. Join up.
Oh shit. I like Joey B. Goddamn.
Not that this guy does not.
Bro, are you guys excited for fucking Sundays like 3 weeks from now?
Cannot wait.
I cannot wait.
I need it more than I can breathe. Man, can I get Gibbs?
Fuck no. You see what happened? Checo's hurt now. Gibbs is going to get even more touches.
No way.
His value went up now than from like a week ago.
Oh, my bad.
Dude, Tony is just
another first round.
Joe Burrow's trash. I ain't here either.
You still got neighbors, Tony? Let me get him.
Of course I do. Nah, I can't.
Get him.
He's not.
Nah, Giants homer.
He's not a movable piece. Him and Darter
He's a
are
homer,
my boys.
bro. I know.
And I got Isaiah Likely. I might throw him in a starting roster.
Hey guys.
Too.
What's up? How we doing?
Bro?
Good. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Good. I got just a quick question, just one question. That honestly, like I don't really care about this ROSTERMANIA right now.
Okay.
Do you see Rancor being like a top 5 AR if he gets on a good team?
I think Rancor is really good.
I think it's potential to maybe grow into one for sure. I don't think like right now, right away, but I think he's really good.
He has a skill to do it.
Yeah, he just doesn't have anyone to like mold him into that yet, which maybe he will this offseason or this season. Maybe he'll get teammates and players that could like bring him to the next level.
Do you see Miami trying to re-sign him, or is he like gone?
I'm sure they're trying.
I think Miami are going to try because they got second at EWC.
But I also just don't think he'll be.
Leave.
Yeah, I think Toronto would be like really good for him. Like I think Flux over there could help him. I think playing with Kips would be good. He's gonna have some solid options. Like I would say to come down to Toronto. I see a world where Thieves wants him too.
Yeah, Thieves, maybe Falcons.
Out of time with a gifted. Thank you. Out of time.
If they don't get like a Luka. Now if they don't get a
Falcons,
Luka.
I think they should ride out with a Luka. Honestly, like obviously it showed at Champs. Being there, seeing that, it was great. And if they don't, honestly, like
BZ and Rencor might be tough.
They can figure it out. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, Rencor and Facility have beef. Never mind.
Drop it, bro. Nah, they could drop it. It's all good.
They can figure it out.
And he's not team with MC either, bro. So let's cook it.
Okay, guys, I don't think the Rencor situation, like, yes, Real was pretty bad on Toronto. There's no way around that. But I don't think that's going to be the same case for Rencor, to be honest with you. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I thought Real was going to be a lot better on Toronto.
Same.
I do have a quick question. Do you guys think that the CDL should go back to like a 5-player team, like anytime
Hell
soon or
no.
anything like that?
Nah, everyone's
Why
too
am I
broke for
on
that.
this?
And COD just plays better 4v4.
Yeah, I've seen stuff
Why?
on Twitter saying
Why
like
was I on
MW4
this?
should be like a 5 team.
Unsucked cock
and,
detected.
Hell no.
Some players would like
Wanna
that. More
see.
players in the league, more people getting paid, but the Oregoners would hate that shit. That's extra flight, extra hotel, extra salary.
That's so
They
good.
definitely don't want
though.
that.
That is so fucking
Yeah,
good.
But I think
Oh, yeah.
just
Dude,
to
Roma
end
is
this
not
off.
happy with you.
That's an all-timer.
Yeah,
Roma is not
just
happy
so
with
you
your
know,
idea.
just so you know, Koi's ass, dude.
Well, Aroma could.
Oh,
Fucking
shit.
dog shit. Dog shit.
Oh,
Wait,
They're
when did
dog
Aroma
shit.
join Koi?
2 years ago?
Do we know when? Have they won a chip since he joined? Or have they been chipless?
Hell
Because they're
no.
chipless for 2 years.
Oh, they're chipless, brother. You
Aroma.
think they're winning with Gabe on the roster? Hell no.
Gabe. God damn it,
Wait, who?
Gabe. Is it you? It's Aroma. Ever since he joined Koi, they have not won a chip.
No way.
The last like 5 years before that, they won a chip.
No fucking way.
That was before that.
Fuck.
Yeah,
that
they
was
just have
a
Aroma on the bench.
Abuza is 26, yeah, which is kind of crazy because what? He went pro in MW3.
They went pro in like 24, I think.
He's putting on for the Yonks,
That's
man.
the problem. When you're fucking in EU, it's hard to show.
Did I get the
on
same
once you
guy?
start getting a
Correct.
visa.
I retired.
Lamine Yamal, are you back?
Right now. Tragic.
Yo.
What's
Lamine
up? What are we
Yamal.
doing?
Lamine Yamal.
Yo, what's good? I have a few things to say. I feel like you guys are really disrespecting Thieves in this ROSTERMANIA. Because you guys are saying that there's no way that they're going to be able to keep Strap and Hydra. I mean, we said this like 2 years ago. People were saying that there's no way that Strap and Hydra were going to go to Thieves. But look what happened.
They're not staying on Thieves,
I don't
bro.
think people are saying that.
They're not staying on Thieves, bro.
I mean, Ben was saying that, oh, there's no way. There's just too many things going around it and stuff like that. But
I think he's right.
And
it depends on the money. They're gonna, if they want to keep Scrap and Hydra, they will have to pay a lot of money, which maybe they could do, but they're probably gonna need to both be paid minimum like $450K.
So you guys don't think Nate Shots and S factor into all of this?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, but Matt, listen, Matt is obviously a very wealthy dude who plays fucking golf in one of the most prestigious fucking clubs in Frisco. And is that, you know what I'm saying? But like the thing is like the ownership groups
whole
pays that
paying
money
for shit is being overblown so hard. You
Yeah,
guys think
I agree
Matt
with
is
you.
personally
No,
throwing out
it-
6 figures for these guys?
No, I'm not saying like with Nate Payne, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like the Strap said it. He was like, we were about to join Gentlemates, but if Nate didn't get involved, they probably would have went to Gentlemates.
Yeah, but they also had a BZ.
You know what I mean?
They also had a BZ.
They also had a better roster.
Yeah, like they had a BZ and Ken, which they really valued.
Oh no,
The roster, if they were to stay on Thieves, their roster would not nearly be as good as if they were to leave to FaZe, Optic, or Gentlemates. And the
Listen,
money would
this
be
is-
comparable. Their chances of winning would be significantly less.
This is pre BZ, and there were only 2 teams involved in that situation. There are like 6 now in this sweepstakes. So that's what's the issue. Thieves have other competition and a lot of people at the same pitches, and candidly, Optic and FaZe have better teams in the plug and play situation. It is what it is for Thieves.
Okay, and my other thing
I think
is
people Matt funded because he gave up part of his salary to fund the team in the past, right? Like that's probably where it stems from.
Yeah. Another thing. All right, so say Strap goes to FaZe and Hydra goes to Optic.
Okay.
How come you guys are saying that let's say who gets dropped and Abuza gets dropped, right?
Yeah.
You guys are saying that they should automatically go to Gentlemates. I think Thieves should be the third best or the third Ori that people should go to.
No, Joe's stock is
Or
way higher than his.
So bro's a Thieves fan. That's what I'm gathering.
No.
He loves you, Sam. He loves you.
I love Joe. Listen, I love Joe, but he hasn't proven anything in the league yet. Like, yeah, he's a top player, but I just feel like in this thing, like, bro, you have a BZ and Neum who are capable of winning chips, while Joe hasn't proven not a lot yet.
Joe can win, bro.
I also don't think he's had really teams that could win, except for maybe this Gentlemates team. I don't think the Toronto team he was on could have won an event, and they still got like a third and a fourth, which is pretty impressive.
Absolutely nothing after the roster.
Yeah, I think this next season, depending on his team on paper, he should win an event. Like with how it probably ROSTERMANIA should shake out for General Mates. He probably should be able to win an event this year. So maybe not after this year, but I know everyone's on Joe's ass right now because they're all expecting him with the way everyone talks about him to be like an MVP, winning multiple chips and everything. But I think if he builds a good enough roster that he could this next season.
I mean, bro, you also have, there's also the General Mates fan base involved in that too, bro. These guys put 20,000 people into an arena. Like, that's insane.
No one else would literally.
20,000 people into an arena. Like, they have a big fan base. They're willing to spend money, and they have a top SMG to attract talent.
I just don't think the Thieves have the leverage of the top 3 teams that are involved in ROSTERMANIA right now. I think they're like that next tier, but in terms of General Mates, FaZe, and Optic, they just don't have the leverage compared to those teams.
So what if Hydra goes to Optic solo and FaZe aren't changing?
Then Scrap probably goes to Mates, and then they try to find 2 players. But I think if Paco goes to Optic and Scrap gets left in the dust, like maybe there's a world that he stays on Thieves. But then I think that he would just rather play with Joe at that point.
I just don't think so, bro. I think that trio,
but I just don't think that that's going to happen.
Like, at the end of the day, they care about the 2 biggest tournaments in the game, and they didn't show up at them, and they're not going to run that team back. Like, that 3 won't play again. Like, Scrap would rather go try something new than run it back, I think.
If you should at Champs and COD, you're 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100 not playing again with that team.
I feel like I could see Scrap wanting to stay on Thieves if he gets paid the bag and Hydra's gone to Optic and they can't get anyone, because they would probably just get Hook. And it'd be like Hook, BZ, Scrap, Neum, or maybe they look for another AR.
I mean, in that instance, what's stopping Tyler from going to Mates? It'd be Hook, Joe, Scrap, and 1.
Oh, I mean, they could do that too. It depends. Like, Hook and Scrap would talk and be like, yo, what do we want to do? The offers would come in from both teams and they would figure that out then. But then it just comes down to like money and who do they think's better, a BZ or Joe?
Yeah.
What come down to.
Yeah. I also have.
All right, go ahead.
My bad. All right, this is for Ben, by the way. What's stopping the CDO for kicking Ords out the league?
They're gonna sue you for fucking like any multitude of reasons, and you're gonna end up having to fucking pay them anyway.
But I mean, Riot can do that with Val. Why can't
they have different agreements within their league structure though?
Val's the agreement you've signed with in a Riot League, like they contain all the rights. I don't think
Methodz confirming
really
Hook potentially might be out of Optic.
Like,
no, bro.
We're
talking
it's just
about
like
a bunch of hypotheticals.
It's
this
the trump
guy's
card
just
you don't
said
want to
if
use.
Hydra were to
like
go to
once
Optic.
you do it the
So we
first
were
time, what's
talking about
stopping you
that
from doing it the second
hypothetical.
time? You know what I'm saying? And the point I just made, what's stopping them from being like, fuck this, we're still going to get paid on the out anyway. They file a lawsuit. There's a lot of fucking publicity. Activision is a behemoth. They don't want to go to fucking court. They would rather just fucking pay it out and then just fucking move on. So that's why. I think what the league would rather do is like very quietly help these teams find people willing to, you know, pay market or above market price so that these teams can slowly filter their way out and people that want to participate and invest in the scene and build something come in.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Good questions. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Shout out Lamine.
Thank you.
Yo, Coltrane.
Yeah,
with a
thank you. By the
2-year
way, if you
resub.
heard tornado
Coltrane,
sirens in the
appreciate
background,
you.
my bad.
Nah, you good?
Yeah, I'm
Stay
playing
safe,
guys.
brother.
Stay safe, brother. Stay
6
safe.
p.m. Central, guys.
Do you live in Ohio? Where do you live?
No, I live in Chicago.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm
It's
getting
so
that weather.
fucking.
GG's.
Stay safe.
I'm
bro.
getting
Yeah,
that
it's
weather in
freezing
about
over
4
here, bro.
hours. GG's.
Yep.
Bro.
All right, later.
Wait, if we're getting, bro, I might be able to do the flank and still make this fucking soccer game because it may not kick off till fucking midnight at this
Flank's
point.
at 9 tonight, right? By the way.
Yeah. I might still make this crew game.
I guess
tonight.
more. Might have to go, Ben. It's gonna be a long day.
Well, bro, if we're gonna have a fucking storm every 3 hours, they're never gonna have a fucking window to play this fucking game tonight.
Yeah. Yo, what's good, Chaz?
Hey, how's it
Jake
going?
Maverick says
How's it
hi,
going?
Rafi.
How we doing?
What's up,
Not
Jake?
too bad. I just had a quick question. I have 2 questions actually. One is not ROSTERMANIA related, so I'll start with the ROSTERMANIA one first. Do you think like an Abuza Hydra combo is even possible? Like say they both go to the mates. Like is that possible at all?
No.
In a world where
The
Scrap would take a
inverse that
Booza's
Scrap
spot,
goes to FaZe. Yeah. The inverse.
that's the only way.
They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't pick up Scrap and not Paco if they had the choice. Like they wouldn't.
Correct.
They wouldn't do that.
You don't
Maybe.
think they would
No,
get
that-
Scrap if they could?
No, I'm saying if they're getting Scrap, they would want Paco too. Like they wouldn't. They
And
would.
I'm saying you don't think they would just be fine with also just getting Scrap?
I think they would also be fine too. I don't know if they would force Paco.
I think
they would still probably want to get him, but like I don't think I think they want to get Scrap more than they want Paco.
I think they'd want both. I'd find
I think they would want both, but if there's
okay.
a world that you can get Scrap, I think they would want to get Scrap, right?
Yeah, no, I think they would. But what I'm saying is, I think they'd want both. Am I tripping?
No, I agree with you, but I'm saying if they can get one, I think they would still get one.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Obviously, ideal world they would get both, but if Scrap is like, yeah, we could get this guy, but like Paco can't be here, then I think they would still try to get Scrap if they can.
Yes.
I don't think that's that crazy.
Yes, like yes.
Yeah, then it'd be like then if Scrap or Hydra would stay on Thieves or go to Gentle Mates and then bring a Booza with him wherever he goes, pretty much.
Yo,
if that would
Timbo
happen.
and MJ with primes. Thank you.
That would be like a.
I was just thinking because the Booza, you know, he's Belgian, but like he has that, you know, French presence. Like he has a French.
They're close enough, you know. They're all cool.
So I just thought, okay, my second question is actually not related to ROSTERMANIA at all, but
I'm not wrong at all.
It's related to Dill mostly, but
if Hydra's available and they're getting scrapped.
Yesterday on the Legacy match, I heard you say like, here's, you know, we're just the 3 greatest Asian COD players of all time.
Yeah, we were tough up there.
So I wanted to know who would your fourth be? Who's the fourth best?
Bro, I promise you.
Everyone think of some good COD Asians. You know, Miyagi. There's Kremp. Kremp's a little Asian.
They aren't dropping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who else is Asian?
Rice
is there anybody else?
Rice comes as a legend. We already got me, Kenny, Murph, or me, Kenny, Formal.
Yeah.
Johnny,
no,
that's pretty solid too.
Sib's Asian.
Oh, Dante would be good. Okay, Dante's perfect. What about Estriel? Isn't Estriel?
I think he is too. I think he's Asian too.
He's Asian.
Yeah.
Man,
Estriel.
You know, I think it would be kind of cool to have like an all racial draft, you know, and just have just
they would like guys. My point is,
we'll have a lot of the Asian people are just mutts, so we'll have a team full of mutts. And
the only reason you would get Scrap and not Paco is if Paco
is a good fucking
went to RTX.
S&D go, yeah, that'd be cool. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Teddy Rex is the kind of people that Sam slammed on a fucking Saturday morning in open bracket.
Obviously, if they can't get Hydra, they would still get Scrap. That's obvious.
Ernie Asian off the Pine Park.
Has there ever been like a full Asian to like be really good at COD?
Like a full Asian? Like you mean 100%?
What is going on in this call, by the way?
What interests you so much about the Asians? Hey, it's better than if Hydra and Hook to fucking Optic or some shit. I like this.
What the fuck
the
is
best
this conversation?
full Asian, it would probably have to be Miyagi.
That's the closest we got, huh?
Who else is full Asian?
It's so disappointed. He said that's all we got.
He's asking about purebred Asian, bro.
Damn.
He said that's all we got.
I was just curious, you know, because like in all the other esports, man, we're pretty good at shit, you know. So like,
are you Asian? Are you Asian?
Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm Japanese and Filipino. Those are my Asians. So.
Japanese. Let's get it.
Hilarious, dude.
But yeah, probably Miyagi. I can't think of really anyone else that's like full Asian.
I don't know anyone else.
Man, we got to get back in there. We got to get back in the lab.
Wait, who'd you say, Dill? Who'd you say, Dill?
Miyagi. That's like full Asian.
Duck Complex?
So we gotta get back in there.
One shot post there, man.
One shot post there.
Okay.
That shit. Diddy used to love saying that.
All right, that's all I got.
Chino is Mexican.
Good shit, Method.
What?
Good shit, replay.
Chino's definitely not Asian.
Oh my god, brother.
Not fully, at least.
Miyagi though, you know, come on, guys. We can do better than that, right?
Nah, Miyagi's whoa. Miyagi and I sent Optic home and made Scum believe Optic for a week.
Yeah, respect goes.
We made Scum believe Optic for a week.
Love the guy, love the name and everything, but man, let's get a world champ in there. Just get a world champ.
Find a full Asian to go pro and COD. I'll try and get on it. I'll walk around the street, look for full Asians.
Please
to go
get
pro
on
and
that. Yes. All the greatest Asians need to like come together and create.
You figure something out, man.
Yeah.
I like that. Good question. That's a good question right there.
All right. Yeah, have a good one.
Jazz.
See you, bro.
Later, bro.
He said racial draft.
Dude, that was an he said that's all we got.
Say that a little bit.
We needed a good giggle.
We did. We needed some good jokes. That was a good one. That was a great question.
Oh my god.
Because
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo.
Hi, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Sam. I just had a quick question because I wanted to know if you guys talked about like the Hydra and Sender relationship yet, and like obviously Paco loves him and wants to bring him along. If he wants to go to Optic, like would Optic take on Sender and have 3 coaches? If not, would he stay with LAT? Like, what do you think happens there?
Probably not. That's just too many cooks in the kitchen.
That'd be crazy having 3 coaches like that.
Yeah. It's just they already have a great coaching staff. Things have obviously worked for them. So, like, there's just no reason to bring another coach on. And it's not like, yeah. And Paco would be comfortable with them, too. Like, he knows all the players. He knows the coaches. They practice from the same facility, the same building. So, like, you know.
Yeah, having 3 coaches in that room would be a little insane, I think.
Yeah, each player has their own dedicated coach. Like, yeah, this dumbass is not rotating. I don't know.
Do you think he would stay with LAT, or do you think he would try and get a head coaching spot somewhere?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, again, the ideal, Gentleman's has a shit ton of pull this offseason, so I feel like the ideal is going to Gentleman's to have some sort of relationship there. But I mean, he could very easily stay on Thieves with Shane.
Yeah, Hydra has so much leverage with Gentlemates that if he wanted to bring Sender there, then he could.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was the only thing I was really thinking about. You guys are doing great. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks,
Love
bro.
you, Carl. Appreciate you.
I think he'd pull D-Real, probably. Don't they have a pretty close bond?
Well, I think
apparently D-Real and Falcons are doing something. I don't know. My chat was telling me that earlier. My chat was saying D-Real helped Falcons for EWC, maybe? I'm not sure if that's cap or that's what they were saying earlier.
I think that guy belongs in the league 100%, bro. I think he knows what he's talking about.
Well, I was surprised after New York. Like, I thought Hydra and D-Real were like a package, but then he brought Sender with him to Thieves. So I don't know if, like, what happened there with all that.
What about Rambo Ray? I mean, I definitely expect Ray to get a coaching spot this year. I don't really know where. Like, looking at the teams, let's actually look right here, right? So, Falcons get Clay, Optic no, FaZe no, Mates probably not. G2
Ray speaks a little French, right?
Yeah, Ray's French Canadian.
Yeah.
I could definitely see a world where he goes back to Surge. Maybe that new M80 team, right? I'm not sure what they plan on doing, but if there are new ownership groups coming in, then they might pick up Ray.
Yeah, I mean, Ray's a good pickup no matter where. Whoever is lucky enough to get Rambo, Ray should. If you don't already have a great coaching staff, you should definitely consider getting Rambo. Without a doubt. What's good, Two Tones?
Yo, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, bro?
Chilling.
Word. I just got one question. It's not ROSTERMANIA related. It's really just about the overall season. There has been a lot of discourse in the community. Who had a better season overall, Optic or FaZe?
Optic.
Point blank.
I just like
hear why.
It's a tough one.
Because Optic
because
won.
it could be 1 A, right?
Go ahead.
It depends on what you value. Like you can answer that question. If you value the consistently best team all season, you say Optic. If you value champs, then you say FaZe. Like
I think even if you value champs,
I don't think
then you still say Optic.
No, I think you're being biased. And
How was EG the best team in World War II over Rise or TK?
No.
Okay.
Well, they also like got like 16th at a tournament. They didn't qualify for the pro league, so that's like a different story.
Yeah, but Optic's worst placing and in 7 tournaments was second.
Yeah, Optic had the highest average placing.
A 1.67 average placing versus 4.5.
Versus 3 point something, I think. Unless you're counting EWC, but like FaZe only missed one Sunday, which was literally last Sunday.
I think there's a couple.
Didn't gotta walk the company line, so it's all good. We know.
No, brother. On my family's life, whether
never say anything bad about
brother, Optic had the better season.
From my perspective,
Optic were the favorites to win every tournament. What?
Here's the thing. I personally think that Optic had the better season, but Tony, I do think you can't sit here and say it's a 100% thing, because I think if you argue and say that champs is a lot of value, FaZe also won another event, I think you can make the argument that FaZe is the best season. I don't think it's a 100%, 0% thing. You're making it sound like.
It depends how much you count the ring, to be honest. Because Optic or FaZe or Optic made more money total in the year, and they had a a higher average placing, but FaZe won the ring.
Better team.
They were just more consistent throughout
the year.
They
were the better team.
Which makes them the best team of Black Ops 7.
But what season would you rather have, Zin? Would you rather win a major EWC top 2 all around, or would you rather win a major and the ring? Like, what are you picking as a player?
So just trade spots?
Just be on Optic or be on FaZe essentially for this year? What are you picking? Optic made a little bit more money, had a high average placing.
This one's a bit nuanced because it was for the 3-peat. That's what makes it like more interesting, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Like most people that know the community would probably pick the ring because that's just how COD is based around is rings.
Which that's a different conversation.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's a different convo.
Yeah, you just put yourself on one of the teams.
I think Optic is the better team.
Two Tones. What were you gonna say? What were you gonna say? Two Tones. Sorry.
Oh no, all I said was just the independent Black Ops 7 season in general for both teams. That's basically it.
Yeah, I mean, Optic was probably definitely more impressive for sure, and it had better placings, made more money. But it's like, damn, it's just the ring, bro. Like we value the ring so highly in the COD community.
I mean, FaZe won the best thing. FaZe won the most prestigious, most important tournament. There's no denying that. But our team was the most consistent in Black Ops 7.
Yeah, 100%.
We were in every single grand final. We won 2 tournaments. We were the favorite in every grand final, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I
appreciate you too, Tones.
Y'all have a nice one.
Yeah, you too, bro.
See you, bro.
Later, bro. Appreciate it.
Love you. I probably got like one more, then I gotta hop off. I gotta go somewhere tonight. I'm a busy guy tonight.
One more too.
Wait, Dill, you're coming tonight, right?
Whoa, I'm going somewhere.
It's crazy.
Just say that you're on the thing. Like what? Like
it's a surprise, bro. Chill, man. Damn.
Oh, I don't know.
What happens tonight, man? What's going on?
I don't know. I might turn my stream back on a little, maybe around like 6 p.m. CST, and my stream will be back on.
There's some shit going on. Tonight?
And then there's a flank tonight, like 8 p.m. CST. It's a busy day.
Yeah, league, Tony. What's going on here?
I have no idea. I mean, we're playing MW3 tonight. No, I genuinely don't know if Dill's coming. He was there yesterday, so that's why I asked if he's coming tonight.
I'll be there then. I'll be there,
Hell
bro.
Yeah.
That will be there. We get it. Oh, wait, you weren't on my team yesterday. Fuck. Hopefully we get a team today.
Today that changes.
Nah, yeah, and that's like your prime right there. You and Bose, NJ Rod.
Me and Money B, MW3.
Wait, you guys are playing like OG MW3?
The OG MW3.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like recent. Oh, that's going to be gas.
That'll be fun. Hell yeah, I'm excited. Oh, we got one more. Let's get this guy in here.
Guys, if we don't answer your question, Dill and I are probably going to do these every day. So, like come by every day and we'll probably keep doing these call-ins because you all seem to like it.
Hot Ben J content. Bring it on, dude.
W Ben.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, what's up? What's up?
First off, I just want to say congrats to Sam on the baby.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Papa
it,
man.
Sam. Yeah. Obviously, there was a lot of ROSTERMANIA questions. I have some of my own too, but I'm gonna avoid that. I wanted to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on like a potential return to like a console league again? Because I saw in a Flycast episode, Davis was saying that he heard a lot of pros saying that after all the PC issues at Champs, they kind of want to maybe go back to console. And even with MW4 is going to be the first new COD being released that's not supporting old gen, I think. So it might be a lot more optimized for like PS5s too. So like, what do you guys think?
I mean, it would solve a lot of problems, but I don't
see it happening.
I think that we've also opened up like the possibility of playing on PC with a lot of the positive things, like a lot of broadcast related things. And I think that we're just too far into the PC like platform to go back to console at this point. It would create a lot of good things though. Like it would be a lot cheaper to run events, which would be nice. You could fund a lot more things. The competitive integrity would be better. The hacking situation would be better. So I think it goes both ways.
Hackers are
but
taking over
unfortunately, I think
console
that
now
because
too.
we're here, I don't know. Yeah, but like I feel like it's harder. It's a lot more annoying to hack on console. I feel like than it is on PC. But
I wonder what the players would pick. Like I'm genuinely curious if you polled the league, what would win? Because I'm sure that they're frustrated with the inconsistency on PC, but I still feel like they'd pick PC.
Joey D's in my chat made a good point. He said we can't hold patches or updates, so they would have to play on the current.
Oh yeah,
great.
We used to go to events and that would happen too. They would update the game the day before the event, so we just play on a whole new patch.
Point.
There's a lot of like logistical shit with PC, just like performance as well. Like having fucking 500 frames while competing is nice. Like what Joe said with the patches. Like there's a lot of stuff.
That is a very.
And I feel like now that we're here, it's like.
Well, that's very underrated too. That's very important because That's happened at events where like the game changes 2 days before the event and you're playing on a brand new
all
patch.
the time. They would put out
every event.
It felt like it happened at every event. They decided to drop the update.
That was fucking crazy.
Good point. That's why you're employed. It's good work.
Hell yeah, Tantrum. Thank you, bro.
Hey, wait, I had one more question.
Oh, you go. No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, I heard you guys like gloss over it earlier, talking about the reunion of Dante and AG on Vancouver. And I was hearing a lot of talk yesterday about saying, like, even you were saying, Dill, like the AR market's like really dry right now, and I feel like for a Dante and AG duo, you'd kind of need like a really vetty, hold it down, sit in the middle kind of AR, and also like a slide for me. I'm gonna bait for you type of sub, run it down sub, you know. So like, what do you think would be like if the Dante AG rumors are true? What do you like? What's like the best two people that you could pair with them?
Shit, it's tough because, like you said, someone has to really sacrifice the team with those two. Because when that team found success, Lamar was averaging a minute 30 in the hill minimum every game, and Mac was planning every bomb and averaging probably a lot of hill time too. But yeah, it'd be like a Skies, Insight, Estriel, Envoy-ish type. But
I think Super is not a bad shout. Super, Sib, Pred, and then like Kismet, Neptune. I mean, the issue is like the personal stuff.
Isn't
with
Super
Nep
Killhorn? Like Super has that rep about Killhorn, like, and the other two also kind of Killhorn. So it's like it's not necessarily bad to have Killhorns on the team, but you're gonna need someone to not Killhorn.
Yeah, I'd be like, Super, get in the fucking hill, bro.
That team is
yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know. That seems. I don't know how true the Sib. I think it's kind of true, but I don't think ROSTERMANIA has developed enough to where Sib is just insta teaming up with Pred again. Like, I think there's gonna be a lot more stuff happens, and we'll see where they both go. But I think that was just kind of like some early ROSTERMANIA cheese.
The problem is, I think both of their stock is in the absolute gutter.
I don't think Sibs is that low, to be honest.
I do.
Really?
Yeah, Dante.
How is it that low?
I don't think he had a good year at all. Like he had that
he
pop
got
off Major
third,
1
fourth,
final, and then
played good.
I don't think that Dante had a good season personally for the expectation of that roster and how good he can be. I don't think Dante had that good of a season.
I'm not saying he had an okay season, but I don't think because I feel like Pred's stock is lower than his for sure. Just because Pred's missed the last two champs, he got dropped. So I don't think them insta doing up is a thing. I think Dante could still get on a pretty good team.
I'm not even sold on the fact that they're playing together, by the way. I was saying this earlier. Like, I don't think, like, no one's committing to this type of duo ship this early. They're going to see what offers they get, right? Like, if Sib gets an offer to slot in somewhere, if Pred gets an offer to slot in somewhere, like, don't just think that Pred and Sib are this duo looking for two. I just don't think that's true.
I don't think they should stay as a duo. I think it's a bad fucking idea for both players.
Depends on the board.
I think they should get Mac and accuracy.
Oh, yeah.
Bring Revan out of retirement to coach.
I don't for the way that their careers have been going in recent years and circling the wagon, I feel like that doesn't really help them buck the trend that they're heading in.
The run
at the
back
moment.
never works, man.
Yeah, usually does not.
But maybe if they get two other good players and a coach that could maybe push against some of the issues that those two have run into, issues those two have run in together in the past, and like maybe, but I'd have to be convinced of that from my perspective.
Yeah.
What kind of money do they ask for is the question.
Not
Pred
not
and
50K, I'll
are
say
probably
that.
getting a lot of
That
money.
might be a hard reality check, Rafi. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying.
I think
Pred-
those
Pred's
guys
sitting pretty right now.
I think those guys would want 200. They're not going to get it. I think realistically, they're not getting probably 150 either, unless it's a very competitive market.
Damn. Budget cuts.
Those guys are
120?
probably
Like I said, it's gonna be a
maybe they get.
reality check.
I think those guys are probably getting a 150 to like 90 offer.
150 to 90?
190.
Yeah.
I'd
Like
say
90 to 150.
I'd say
90K,
110 to
90.
150.
Oh, 90K.
I think they could get like, I'll probably say like 130-ish, 150-ish, like a high end. And then like, it really depends on the org. Like, does the org come in? Because sometimes we've seen orgs come in and kind of be dumb on spending. Like, here's 250 for you. Here's another 200 for you.
Remember what I was talking about earlier about the risk of giving these type of contracts? Because like
this is like actually prime example of that.
And it's like, do I give AG and Pred after last year 150K each? If I'm like a G2, I mean, that team could very easily bomb the fuck out. and you just blew up.
Did we think there's a way where Toronto goes for someone like Sib and they try to build like a very fast roster with like Kleenex, Kip, Sib as their AR and then like a quick SMG?
Mm.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I feel like Sib is a good because Toronto needs to get one person that, or they have two people that can get killed if they keep Kleenex and Kips. But like, if they want to win a trip or go further and make it to Sundays consistently, they need to get like a Nep or a Sib or like someone that can take a risk on that, but can get kills versus the top teams.
Yeah,
to be honest. All right, Tange, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you guys so much for having me, man.
Later, bro.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Flash.
All right, boys. I'm about to hop off.
All right, Dill. See you later, bro.
I'll see you later, Zin. Thanks for leaking my announcement, bro. I'm
sorry,
playing MW3 today,
Your
man.
announcement?
No one knew. Literally, no one knew, and then you just ruined it. It's all good.
I heard you literally told your stream earlier.
W. I'll see you guys later.
He said, W. He said W.
I'm gonna bounce too, but Sam and Zin, you guys are welcome to keep using this. You guys are moderators, so you can keep the stage going if you want.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't got too much time either, to be honest with you, because I got to get ready for Legacy Week as well. But
I play COD.
It's an absolute pleasure, boys. We'll see you
COD,
on the
Sam?
calls throughout the
Later,
week.
Benjamin.
Later.
Yeah, I kind of want to play the toy a little bit before I get off.
all right, boys.